Hello? We good? Alright. Okay, the microphone is actually on. Good news. So, hold it. Hold it. There we go. That's the one. I always pick the wrong one. I have them clearly labeled, but I always pick the wrong one. Anyways, hello. Welcome to what might be my last stream for a while. Because I'm moving very soon, and I won't bother telling you where because that's not important. But the important thing is, it's like at the end of the week. Like, I think Sunday? There's a calendar over there. Yeah, Saturday or Sunday. You can see this calendar right here, right? All the way over there? Yeah. Alright. Anyways, I also wanted to point out something kind of funny. I stream with Streamlabs, right? Streamlabs. And I just got a notification saying, celebrate Star Wars Day, blah, blah, blah. Star Wars Day is in May. It's October. That's a weird thing to me. Anyways, Genshin Impact should be working now. Yeah, it is Xinyan's birthday today. So she gets to be part of this story. And actually, I'm gonna turn up the brightness just really quick, just because it is so dark down here. That's audio. Just a little bit of bright. Yeah, restore default. There we go. Yeah. Okay, it doesn't look quite as good, but we can actually see what we're looking at now. Alright. Oh gosh, where did the story leave off? We're gonna just navigate to that real quick, hang on. So, we're in the Fortress of Maripede. We've got arrested under fake charges to investigate the Fortress of Maripede, trying to find our friend Child. And we have some information that he managed to escape, maybe. He might have managed to escape. But we're still trying to look around, see if he actually made it out or not, I guess. It's been a week, so of course I don't remember anything. But what we're doing is we're investigating freely. The open day has finally arrived. This is undoubtedly a good chance to find some information. You and Paimon plan to act. Search for clues in the Fortress of Maripede. And that's it. And we're teaming up with Linny and Lynette, the magician twins. If you have any questions, please refrain from asking them because I will not have the correct answer. On account of I'm not smart. But I think that sums it up pretty nicely what just happened. Also, Xinyan is like my favorite character, so of course I'm going to be playing her.
Learn the safety rules.
Shut up. Is this one? This is up. So where's the next elevator? Is this the only elevator? Wait, hang on. There should be another elevator. It might just be the same elevator. I'm not so sure yet. No, okay. There's gotta be another elevator somewhere. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna run around like an idiot. That's what I was gonna say, but like a maniac. I'm gonna run around like a maniac. Get some artifacts. I need some something to feed the other ones. This is where I'm trying to be. That'll work. Because I think that one's higher. Is it higher or is it lower? Okay, it's higher. Good. And now I can just glide on lazily down here. Yeah. When in doubt, teleport out. That's what I always say. Alright. Cutscene time.
There's a group of people over there. Let's go listen in.
Yeah. Just announce our plans, why don't you? I like to imagine he's just... Okay, hang on.
That's not a faucet. Hey, who are you two? Why'd you come over all of a sudden?
I like to imagine they're just like leaning up against the wall super awkwardly and like, hey, how's it going? Don't mind us, we're just here. Just super awkward and not at all, clever.
Oh, sorry for eavesdropping. Sounds like you were talking about something private.
Can we listen in?
What's the matter? They're just looking to join in on our fun, that's all.
I like his voice.
Don't pretend like it's okay for them to just interrupt us like that. Fine. You're lucky we don't mind extroverts that much.
May I speak? Okay. Thanks, you guys are really nice.
You hear that, Quisto? We're
Quisto.
nice.
Your expressions tell me you're looking to hear some juicy info, am I right?
Ah.
But before that, it just so happens that I know you two.
Aw, we're famous.
Really? Are we that famous?
We're infamous.
You're kidding. How often does anyone get a personal tour led by His Grace himself? Practically everyone was talking about it. Word has it that you also caused quite the kerfuffle.
Never in my life have I ever heard somebody actually use the word kerfuffle without saying it like as a joke. Like in full earnesty. That's hilarious. Oh, it's just a little mistake.
A little mistake, huh? I like the way you put it.
I like the way you put
See,
it.
people with a good attitude can join our group anytime, unlike some of the others here.
I love his voice. I don't know why.
Group?
I'm Quisto, and this is Lavaroon. People usually call us the Bombshell Bros.
Oh.
But don't worry, we're not playing with bombs or anything. It's just that our information is always so explosive, and we blow minds on the regular.
Okay.
So, you two really like to gossip? Whew, you sure know how to embellish.
No, you don't get it. Knowing intelligence will make things better for you here. For example, knowing who's working with whom, who has the latest rumors, who's not getting along. Wouldn't you like to know all that?
Sure, fill us in. Oh, my Archon, I'd love to know. Please, tell me.
Whoa, all this info's worth something, you know? You should prove you're worthy of it.
Don't
do you want, an
mind
autograph?
him. Quisto's always this way. Just play nice and say something to massage his ego.
You don't look that
Welfare
stupid.
Meals. Talk about the welfare meals.
We ate the most incredible welfare meals recently.
Right. That meal we had yesterday was super delicious. Paimon can still taste it whenever she closes her eyes.
Is that so? To tell you the truth, I've been helping out with making those welfare meals. I've been working as a kitchen assistant for about a month and a half now.
This is half a month.
Oh, so you're the one who made those delicious steaks. Amazing. You could be a professional chef.
All right, Paimon, tone it down.
You are correct. I am a true professional. In fact, I even went to culinary school. But enough about that. Since you like my cooking,
Okay.
I guess that means we share similar tastes. Listen carefully. This little bombshell will help you learn what's really going on here in the fortress.
Huh? Did Laverne? Sure, just make it me and see, and don't be upset. He's a good fellow. Lavaroon.
Listen, kids.
I had plenty of time to read all
The power
that.
structure within the fortress is quite complicated. The overworlders couldn't care less about us down here. We're basically dogs to them. You've already met the one person here you should never cross, the Duke Risley. He knows more than you think. And if he doesn't care about something, then he often doesn't bother dealing with it.
Fair enough.
Those who have the Duke's attention get all kinds of special perks, even better treatment in the infirmary.
I know who you mean. It's that Jurier character, right?
Jurier?
I don't think there's anything useful about him at all. Why does he visit the infirmary practically every day? Is it normal for anyone to be going in and out of there so often? If you ask me, he's just faking it to get out of work.
Yeah, fair.
But did you know that Churia was a talented researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute before he came here? There's no denying that.
Maybe he's
I
doing
don't care if
research.
he was a researcher that could turn dirt into Mora. Once you're in the fortress of Meripede, you're just another inmate like everybody else.
Ah, interesting. According to Quisto, a person named Jurier frequents the infirmary. I should take note of that. I don't remember how to say any of these names, by the way.
Speaking of which,
Quisto?
the last time I saw him, he was passing by in the corridor with Lorvine.
Oh, another
I
L
also
name.
heard
Ah.
they started arguing in the library and got into a fight, right? Guess that's just how terrible of a guy he is.
You mean he hit a woman? Wow, I never imagined he was that bad.
We're terrible
That
people, but not that
Maureen's also
terrible.
Quite the odd one, you know. She's always gabbing away, got into a fight with a man, and she also got sent to the infirmary. Come to think of it, I always see her going to the sick bay every couple of days too.
Interesting.
Wait a second. You don't think?
Nope. Keeps me out of trouble that way.
Could it be that they're secretly meeting there to go on dates? But it's
Nothing more
really
romantic
all
than
magic.
sick and dying people around you everywhere.
After all, I do remember seeing Lorvine beat Julia to a pulp that one time. And we might be overthinking things.
You think? So Julia had a confrontation with a girl named Levine, who also frequently visits the infirmary. I'll remember that too. Hope you will, because I won't. Alright. Let's go this way. Which one's closer? This was closer. Ah! Hey guys. I'm coming from this way apparently.
There are some people talking over there. Let's listen in on the conversation.
Again, you just don't have to yell it. We're right here. Whisper it in my ear.
If you ask me, those
Hold
pompous
on.
parasites on the surface act like they're all a bunch of aristocrats. Do any of them give half a hoot about a bunch of dogs like us?
New Sunrise. Hello, how you doing? When I see that name, I think of Laverne. I did too. I actually called him Laverne, because I don't actually know the proper pronunciation, so that's kind of hilarious. Surely you must be joking. Laverne, okay. I know way too many old shows, because I don't watch anything else. If you ask me, those pompous parasites on the surface act like they're a bunch of aristocrats. Do any of them give half a hoot about a bunch of dogs like us? I would thank you to watch your language, downcast convict.
Hey, speak for yourself, mate. I'm no dog.
Oh, you think you're special or something? If you're here, then you're just a convict like the rest of us. I've heard that even if you're released after serving your sentence, going back to life on the surface ain't any better. Once a criminal, always a criminal. Or marked for
I think I would hate it here just because there's no
I
sunlight.
don't buy that.
Like, I go on walks every day just so I can get out into
How
the
cool
sunlight.
would it be if the whole world was destroyed by a giant flood and everyone had to start over from nothing?
Jeez.
What kind of filthy bilgewater are you spewing? I have family up there. You best shut your sewer hole with talk like that. Listen, things ain't so great on the surface, but who says that you have to leave? I've heard that you can still stay here and work even after you've served your sentence. Not bad if you ask me. Who wants to live in the ruddy overworld anyway?
I want to live in the
What makes
overworld.
you think they'd want to hire someone like you? It's one of the great mysteries of the universe, how someone as useless as you is so confident.
Fight, 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 fight,
Whoa.
fight, fight.
Sounds like they're really unhappy about the overworld.
Hold on, hold on, hold it. Paimon, please. Are they blacksmiths? I keep looking at their outfits. They do look like blacksmith outfits. I'm pretty sure this guy over here with the big arms is a blacksmith. He's got a pirate garb. He looks like he could be a blacksmith apprentice, and this dude is also there. But I have no idea. I think we'll just say yes. For the sake of argument, yes.
Speaking of which, Paimon never heard anyone use the words overworld or underworld when we were living up there. Is it only something the inmates down here say?
I think you're right. It's normal for convicts to be unhappy.
That's true.
Oh, that was it. Okay, sweet. And now we gotta run all the way to the other side. Just keep running. Just run forever. Ah. Go. Did I just take that book? Oh, that's perfect how that landed. Look at that. Oh, up. Look at that landing. Alright. Anyways, we continue the charge. Okay.
Hey, you over there?
How do you say that? Who? Me?
Yeah, you.
Couldn't be.
Say, do you like playing card games?
I do.
You know, like Genius Invocation TCG?
Huh? Even people down here play that game?
You TCG players are like mint in the wild, literally sprouting up everywhere.
You like the bird thing? Me too. It came
Hey,
from
come on
an
now.
event
What's wrong
way
with
back when.
finding
I don't remember
fellow
which one.
invocation aficionados? Anyway, Care to join me for a game?
I would love to, honestly. But we're busy with other things at the moment.
Ah, all right. No pressure.
Can I bother you later,
But
though?
why would you be looking for people to play Genius Invocation in a place like this? Don't people usually come here to fight?
Whether you're throwing down cards or throwing punches, it's all a competition, isn't it? It's all the same in my eyes.
It's like, now if you button bird for me,
There are lots of
exactly.
card
And much
players
less
here in
obnoxious.
Fortress. When I saw you,
Hey, listen.
I immediately thought, hey, even outsiders from other nations play cards. So I came
Hello,
over to say hi.
Zurkaro? Did I get that right? Yeah, I like my little bird. Hold on. Would you mind chatting with us for a moment?
Sure.
Great! Since you've been here longer than us, you need to flex your seniority a little bit, right?
Well played.
Maybe you could start by telling us newcomers some stories about this place.
I thought you would have already heard everything by now. All right, then. Did you have anything specific in mind? Or do you want me to just pick a topic?
Our mustache is mandatory.
Why don't you pick? We'll let you know if we've heard it already.
Speaking as a traveler, I don't have a mustache and I can't
All
grow
right.
one.
Have you heard any strange rumors since you've arrived?
Yeah, we have.
Then, did you know that there are some people who are always gossiping over in the corner?
We've met them. You mean Quisto and Laverne?
Yes, you've already met those two.
Yeah,
They're quite a pair.
a weird group.
They always keep an eye out for the latest happenings and gossip about everything. I've never seen anyone with more time on their hands.
Hi, it's me.
I heard that they used to be a chef and a bartender before they were sent down here.
That makes sense.
Now bartenders are always chatting with customers.
Yeah.
And chefs love to pass the time just hanging out when they're not cooking.
That's why I could never be a bartender. I suck at
Good
talking,
to know. Do you have anything
and I
else
suck
to
at
tell
listening.
us?
Let me think. Sounds like you want to hear something a little more tantalizing. Oh, did you know that the Duke was also a convict in the fortress of Meripede before?
I did not know that. Did the thing like in SpongeBob way back in the day and push one out. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. No, from the SpongeBob movie, it was the killer, Alec Baldwin's character. Whatever his name was. He lowered his mask and then mustache pops out. Man, you're making me think of things I haven't thought about in a while.
Huh? Wait, are you serious?
That's right.
Back to this.
Duke was an inmate just like you and me. Seems he was exiled here for committing some crime. Who knows how he ended up rising up to become the warden, though. To go from an ordinary inmate to becoming the manager of the whole place.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Not gonna lie. I kind of respect
We're
that.
both not liars, apparently. My knowledge of SpongeBob is concerning for a 25-year-old. Your channel just recommended to me, so here I am. Are you gonna pull for Worcestershire? I actually want to pull for Venti. I really want Venti. I don't know why. I have most every other archer except for him, and is he the only archer I don't have? I thought there was one more. Anyways, I want if I have any leftovers, I will. But I'm glad that YouTube's actually recommending my channel. That's really cool. Respect that. By the way, do you happen to know anything about a forbidden zone?
A forbidden zone?
Yeah.
Sounds like something that someone just made up.
Oh, you're right. It's stupid.
I've never heard of that.
Alright, I'm
Where
sorry.
did you hear
Don't
about
worry
it?
about it. It was a joke.
It's just a rumor we've been hearing, but no worries if you've never heard of it. Do you have anything else you can tell us?
My bro's just handing out free information. I like him.
Anything else? Not that I can think of, but I'll be sure to tell you anything interesting I hear next time. You'll have to play a game of Genius Invocation with me first, though.
Always a catch.
Okay, we've talked to just about everyone, and it's about time for us to go meet Linny.
Yay.
According to the card he left us, we should go meet him in the production zone.
Production zone is lower. Oh, I can't go that way. Is it higher? Am I at the very bottom? That's embarrassing. I thought I had to go... Anyways. Also, shout out to Xinyan for having a birthday today. Best pirate character, hands down. He stops talking and a machine out of nowhere goes, please insert 25 cents to continue this call. Yeah, it seems like something they'd pull. Oh, it is lower. Ah, jeez. Alright. That's embarrassing. Oh, it's so much lower. Where's the down elevator? That's the up elevator. The down elevator's on the other end. Please insert 25 cents. Nah, these days it'd be like $2 or something. And in case there was any doubt, I'm a bit of a fan of Xinyan. a bit of a fan, like a bit obsessed. I hope that the camera picked that up. It's kind of dark in here. Got cat hair all up in this microphone. What just... Alright, things are falling. That's nice. Also, I might be too close. I just realized I'm probably way too close for that to have been visible. A glorious birthday, yeah. I love it. You're not familiar with Genshin characters, you're just here for the ride. Hey, that's cool. I know what you meant. I had to, like, hesitate for a second, like, gunship. Gunship sounds like Genshin. Maybe that's what you meant. But yeah, that's okay. That is totally fine. I think we gotta go to the lowest part. You really want to pull for Worcestershire? I call him Worcestershire because I actually have no idea how to pronounce his name. I think it's Risley. But I don't know if I will have enough to pull to get him because you're on 50-50 and just wasted 200 on your Vallette's weapon banner. Oh, not the weapons banner. Oh no. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was trying to get the Staff of Homa for the longest time. That's the wrong way. Hu Tao's weapon, and I did not succeed. But I stopped. I think I spent like 20 wishes on that total. Was I going the wrong way? Help! Help! Oh, I shouldn't have gone down. Ah, jeez, I'm so far down. I'm so lost. Alright, anyways, back to the close-up. Oh, and Xinyan's guitar that she has, if she'll play it again for us. My brother, I think it was for my birthday last year, or the year before that, or...
If there's fire in your soul, you gotta rock and roll.
Hang on.
So come on, let's get moving.
You're trying to type fast, sending typos like crazy. I've been streaming, like I don't want to say I've been streaming for years. It's been like 2. So I speak fluent typo. So don't stress if you do typos. I can usually figure out what they're supposed to be. No, don't do that one. Do the guitar one. I wanna show her guitar. There's a story. My brother bought me a prop of her guitar, like an actual full-sized prop. It's not a real guitar. It's just a cosplay prop. Yeah, this thing. And it's so cool. It is probably the coolest thing I own. One of the coolest things I own. Not the number one, but... Higher still? But yeah, I understand the whole typing as quickly as possible because I tend to talk fast and switch topics quickly. That ADHD brain. Yeah. The Xinyan guitar is one of my favorite things. 80 pulls, you got the Claymore that you can get at standard. 75 pulls, you got Homa. Oh, okay, cool. And then you have to pull another 82 for Vallette's banner. And this is the less you're going to pull for the weapon. Man. That is the problem. It's like... I don't want to spend every cent I have on this game, so I have to figure out what is going to take precedence. Like, what is the most important thing to pull? And for me, it's Fenty. When he gets his rerun, I'm going to be spending probably a lot of money trying to C6 him. Probably failing, but trying, definitely.
That look in your eyes. You found something?
A little something, yeah.
Hey, this is no time to be modest. Just tell him we found a boatload of information.
Paimon.
Oh, as expected of the legendary duo, you have my full and undivided attention.
You summarize your findings to Linny.
I'd have never guessed that myself. The rumors swirling about this place are unreliable after all, and Master Child probably went missing because he found a way out. He is a harbinger after all. I suppose he's much more resourceful than I initially gave him credit for.
My Mountain Dew's kind of flat already.
Unfortunately, this isn't enough for our final report to Father. We need to find out Master Child's exact whereabouts.
He killed somebody?
Father told me that even though Master Child
Did
said
he?
he was just coming to Fontaine for a vacation, he actually had some personal reasons. His agenda might be
Oh,
linked to his
the tear under his eye.
disappearance.
Nah. I'm guessing you saw the video where I was like reacting to his magic show. Hey, yeah. That was a joke, by the way. That wasn't a real thing. I knew it was just stage makeup. A lot of people called me out on that. It's like, hey guys, it's a joke. He's a magician, not a murderer, probably. The most important thing right now is to catch up to him.
His escape route is already flooded, so we'll have to test someone with professional diving skills to chase after him.
If only we
Well,
knew
when you put it
somebody.
that way, it's obvious that only Fremine would be up to the task.
Bingo! Is he around?
Did he also get sent to
He's
the
working
fortress?
today. Coming here as a group would have attracted too much attention. I'll talk to him about it later.
Please do. We're counting on you. Thank you.
It's the least I can do. We're all in this together, so it's only fair for us to fulfill our end of the bargain.
Nice.
Honestly, I'm far more impressed by you guys managing to collect all this information right under Risley's watchful eyes.
Risley. Okay. His name is Worcestershire.
Information
That's it.
has always been our strong point.
Now, let me think. To find out more information, Fremine will have to retrace Master Child's original route.
Easy enough.
And if he's to do that, he'll have to set out on the next pipe cleaning day at the earliest. That's 6 days from now. And after that, he'll
Monday.
probably take another 2 or 3 days to return.
You can even estimate how long it'll take for him to get back?
Well, yeah, obviously.
We've been working together for a long time. We know each other's capabilities like the backs of our hands. Traveler, what say you to meeting here 9 days from now? We'll be able to pick up Fremine while we're at it, too.
Sure. You like his outfit? You like Linny's outfit? Because I have it. Sure.
Oh, and there's just one last thing we'd like your help with. Though we can just sit back and
Like
wait
I have
for
a-
Fremine's report
a
on Master
cosplay
Child's
costume of it.
whereabouts, we still need to make more progress on the investigation of the Forbidden Zone. Fremine's no master of disguise. Lynette's still working on getting intel from the other areas, and I'll need to spend some time helping Fremine prepare for his diving mission. So, you are the only ones we can count on.
All right.
What do you want us to do? Will it be hard?
Well, I won't call it easy per se, but I think you'll be able to pull it off.
Do we get to beat stuff up?
Listen carefully. You'll need to find an excuse to get into the infirmary and investigate the room and environs. You've
Environs?
mentioned several sketchy-looking people always meeting at the infirmary earlier, so it probably has something to do with the secret we're hoping to uncover. You've already met the head nurse, so she'll be less suspicious of you. Investigate the internal structure of the infirmary and any active dealings within, and pass those on to me alongside anything else you're able to discover.
Seems simple enough.
But also, there's no need to take risks. Don't forget, safety always comes first.
Did you only say that because I'm an amateur? Oh yeah, you saw me in the costume. I have a better picture. I just don't love how much thigh is showing here. Because usually I don't wear anything shorter than jeans. So to have like... Because his knee is right here. So that's like underwear line right there. Which is kind of awkward. Anyways, that's enough about that. I'll give it my best shot.
Oh, my apologies. I just started rambling out of habit. It was almost as if I was talking to my younger brother.
But that's not a bad thing, right?
But what if I'm the older brother?
All right, then we'll head out as soon as we finish our prep.
What an unnecessary
Let's go
dialogue
our
option.
separate ways for now, then. Don't forget, we meet here again in 9 days. Stay safe.
I'm not gonna be living in Texas in 9 days. I'm leaving on Saturday or Sunday. I think it's Saturday. After doing some prep work, whatever, who cares? Oh. Okay.
Hey, stay here for now. Paimon will take a peek.
Got it.
There seem to be several people inside.
Let's try to eavesdrop on them. Yeah, I said that right actually first. I said that right, but it sounded wrong. You and Paimon hide in a corner and try your best to whatever, who cares? Several people appear to be engaged in conversation, but you only okay, never mind.
It's not impossible.
So time.
It's a bit hard to understand them from here. So, why don't we just try to talk to them in person? Let's go as soon as you're ready.
Alright. You nod and take a long deep breath before inhaling a large amount of vapor from a foul-smelling whoops. If you recall correctly, that potion is the result of a failed attempt at alchemy you once performed with Nevermind. Ugh. Ugh. Having given it a good whiff, you hand the potion back to Pipe.
Someone! Please help! He's sick!
Guys, that doesn't feel so good.
Whoa, are you okay?
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin. The traveler started complaining of a stomachache, and then nausea, and then collapsed.
When you see Paimon, you think about Digimon. Oh, I remember Digimon. That was such a cool show to me.
Twitching fingers and pale complexion.
Here's a new face.
Poison.
Digimon was awesome. I loved it.
Let me take a look. Please lie down over here.
And yeah, you're right. I definitely get that now. Oof, my stomach really hurts. Ow, 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 owie. Huh.
Don't worry,
Uh.
I'll get you to the bed safely. Here, hold on to my shoulder and walk slowly.
How sweet.
You can do it, traveler.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. You're sick after all.
Yeah, why do sick people always apologize?
Relax.
It's like you didn't do it on
Just
purpose.
going to do a preliminary
Except he did.
checkup on you.
Traveler did this time, but whatever. Cedrine has taken out a few instruments and begun to do her checkup. I hope I'm not so healthy that she gets suspicious.
I see now.
What do you see now?
My checkup has confirmed that he's not in any mortal danger.
I was waiting
That's
for her to
our worst
like
fear out of the way.
get some serious condition that we didn't know
Oh,
about.
That's good. But I'll continue my diagnosis of the patient now. Please relax and take a deep breath.
I'm not cutting in line, am I? Cedrine's using her hands to palpate different areas on my abdomen. Whatever that means. Seems like she's using... Oh, okay, never mind.
Don't sense serious damage to your organs either. Does it hurt when I press here?
It's not too bad.
And here?
Oof! That hurt a little.
Huh? But based on my initial checkup, there shouldn't be a problem here.
Like he's got a tumor or something.
Strange.
Oh no, was my acting a bit over the top? I was always told that I'm a terrible actor.
What about here? Does this hurt?
The clown-looking guy in Digimon? Can't remember, but you could swear his name was something similar to Paimon. You got me curious now. Hang on. Hang on a second. I'm gonna look this up real quick. Where's the there it is. I forgot I had to unpin it from the taskbar for some reason. Digimon list. We'll just pull up a list of Digimon here. There can't be that many. Oh, there's so many. Alright, it's alphabetical, so that helps. Oh, there's so many. There are so many Digimon. Oh, man. Jeez, that's insane. I should probably... see if we can switch the window capture over. No, I'm not doing that. I just realized why that's a bad idea. D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. I'm scrolling down as fast as I can. P. Oh, we're in O still. P. There we go. Paimon, like P-I-E. We'll try that. There's Piedmon. Oh yeah, there is a clown-looking dude. No, wait. I know what I can do. No, they tried to do Pokemon but failed. It's like whatever brand that was tried their hand at claiming the Pokemon, so Digimon was created. Yeah. Yeah, collect them all. You don't catch them all. You gotta collect them all. We'll do another video capture device. No, not video. Window. Sheesh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Window capture. Add a new one. This is probably going to be huge and take up the entire screen. Or it's not going to happen at all. Why can't I see it? Where's the capture? Alright, never mind. Wait. Yeah, there's a clown dude. It's called Piedmon, P-I-E-D, Mon. If you want to look it up. And he would actually kind of fit well with the Fatui Harbingers, not gonna lie. Okay, but anyways, back to Genshin. What about here? Does this hurt? Not really. I can barely feel it.
Oh, I understand. So that's what it is. I think you just ate something that disagreed with you.
If I had
That's
$1.
all. Nothing too serious. Outside of a pretty bad stomachache when it decides to act up.
Doc, I'm dying. I think I have indigestion.
Thank goodness it's not anything more serious. And there have been other inmates complaining about the food recently. I'll inform our head chef, Mr. Woolsey, of this problem as soon as possible. Congratulations! The health risk is incredibly low, so you should recover within a couple days. Why don't you take a rest here while I go get some medicine for you?
Hey, we can sell the medicine.
Miss Levine, I'll have to trouble you to help me look after this new patient while I'm gone.
Siege Green Banner win?
Very well.
I think she is going to be on the banner eventually. I think she will become a playable character.
And she hopped away just like that.
So, phew, this infiltration mission is going much more smoothly than I imagined. Next, there are only 2 people left. Okay. Siege Green just called that woman Levine, so she has to be one of those frequent visitors to the infirmary, I've heard.
Hello. So how
Wow,
are you
I
feeling
can't
now?
read that fast. Still not great. I mean, all I did was lay down then sit up, so, you know, not terrific. I can't keep staring at her. It'll draw unwanted attention. That guy also seems to have noticed. Now he's looking in my direction, too.
His stomach ache's really bad. He was stumbling about the whole way here, so Paimon's really worried.
Ow, it's probably just food poisoning.
Miss says it's not a serious problem, then there's no need to worry.
I've had food poisoning before.
She's the best medic we've got.
That's
down here.
about as terrible as it gets.
But it also looks like she's the only medic you've got down here.
I remember this kid on my bus a long time ago. It was like elementary school at like you ate like a bunch of candy, asked if you wanted some, said no thanks. I proceed to eat too much candy. Yeah, I used to work at a melting pot. I don't anymore. I was supposed to be done last weekend, but anyways, not important. No, one of the kitchen guys made a bowl of chocolate, and then he messed up on it somehow. I don't know what went wrong, because it was still chocolate, and so he gave it to me, and I was like, yeah, I'll take this. And I proceeded to eat. It wasn't a lot of chocolate in the bowl, but it was extremely rich, and I had to use like other snacks to dip into it. And I felt like I was going to vomit the entire shift after that, because that was pretty early on in the shift. Tells me his stomach hurts, then he lets out blue contents all over the bus. Oh no. Oh. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of chocolate, just so long as it isn't like making me feel sick. Your 5-year-old self was horrified. Yeah, I would have been too. The fact that it was blue. I ate way too much chocolate. It is extremely rich chocolate, so it's not too surprising.
Well, that's true.
What do you mean that's true? That's really misrepresenting the situation. Of course I can't speak for the whole fortress, but it's not like everyone imprisoned here is useless, you know?
I never said
Though they may
useless.
have committed crimes and gotten locked up here as a result, they still know a thing or two about medicine, and they help Miss Sishuin take care of the sick and injured.
Yeah, you're right. But did you have to lecture me about it in front of another patient? Aren't you a patient too? Where did all your energy come from?
Gotta go. Take care. Have a great day.
That's correct.
Goodbye, Effa. Thanks for dropping in. I hope you can make it
Sorry, I
to
got a bit ahead of myself.
later streams if we ever do them again.
Also sick?
Yeah, thanks for popping in.
We've been sick a while. I come back every once in a while for checkups and to pick up the medicines Miss Sijween prescribes for us. That's just the nature of chronic illnesses. As for her, you could say she fancies herself as Miss Sijween's capable helper because she learned a bit of medical knowledge ages ago.
Please watch your mouth, Mr. Jurier.
All right, no
Don't
fighting.
forget
No
that you are
fighting.
the primary reason I have frequent heart palpitations.
Oh.
Hey, don't start arguing now.
Yeah.
Please, keep it civil at least.
These two seem to have a pretty terrible relationship and only ran into each other because they came here to pick up their meds at the same time. But outside of the two of them, there's nothing suspicious inside the room. All the files on the table appear to be patient records, and while there's a box, I can't check it out right now. We just quickly scan the area while thinking my thoughts aloud. You like that guy's outfit? Feels like he should have a pocket watch. Yeah, 100%. Okay, we get it. I thought that was gonna fade. There also aren't that many furnishings on the wall. Huh? Wait, there seems to be a movable.
Hey,
Sure, we'll
there's
skip
no
that
need
one.
to fight.
Oh, he definitely needs a
Everyone
pocket
will
watch.
remember someday, so there's no need to argue
Very
over silly
steampunk.
things like this.
See, I would wear his costume. I would definitely love to wear his costume.
Release. It's way too early for us to even think about that. And who the heck knows if we'd even be able to continue our previous lives?
The presence of a movable hatch isn't strange by itself, but perhaps it's my adventurer's intuition speaking. Isn't it a bit strange that there's a movable hatch here of all places? Is it hiding something? Or someone? Pardon
Please
me.
allow me to end this boring and useless conversation. Oh, and Mr. Jurier, I don't want to see your face here again anytime soon.
So close your eyes,
Same
nerd.
to you, Miss Lorvine. Anyway, that was more than enough rest for me, so I'm going to get out of this excessively noisy place.
Look, I'm just
See you
sitting
later,
here.
everyone.
I'm just sitting here.
He just slowly walked off like that?
Yeah.
That's just what he's like. I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I'm Lorvine, and that's... Well, his name is Jurier, but I hope you'll never have cause to remember his name.
Cool.
You really can't stand him, huh?
I mean, can you blame me? Who would like someone who's as arrogant and obsessed with weird research topics as he is?
Seems like you do.
But there's no need to keep dwelling on
You're
it.
very much dwelling.
I'll accompany you two for a while. Miss Sishwin should be back soon, and I'm sure you'll feel better as soon as you've had some of her medicine.
Thank you for looking after me.
No, it's nothing.
It's not nothing.
I'm back. Did you rest like you promised?
I sat.
Thank you for getting our medicine, Miss Sishwin.
Did you all cooperate with your bed rest? I trust that nobody got up to walk around.
Looking directly at,
Here, this should be 2
Lorvine.
days worth of medicine for you. Take 1 pill now, and then continue your bed rest.
Can I have a glass of water, please? You take the stomachache pill that Sijwin gave you.
Miss Lorvine, I left in a bit of a hurry just now. Do you still remember if we discussed the color of the pill that you should be taking today?
I remember. You said it should be yellow.
Did they talk about that before we walked in? Why don't I remember? How long was I asleep?
I understand. These are yours. Please, make sure to go to bed early after taking them tonight. You'll benefit from a good night's sleep.
Oh, what I would give for a good night's
All right,
sleep.
Then I'll also be on my way now. I hope you
You
feel
like the
better
blue?
soon, too.
Oh, the blue in her hair? That is very pretty blue. Thanks.
See ya!
What did you do to wind up down here anyways?
I'm going to fill out your medical record now. You're widely known as the Traveler, right?
Yeah.
I just want to double check a few details, if that's alright with you.
Yeah.
Those two made quite the commotion just now, so why don't we let the traveler rest? Paimon can answer the questions instead.
Yeah, please talk for me.
So his primary symptoms are abdominal pain with secondary symptoms of nausea. Is there anything else?
No.
That's it. Alright then. Is there anything we should know besides to take the meds? No, his base constitution is quite good, so I'm sure he'll recover quite quickly after taking the medicine. Please make sure to stick to bland or less stimulating foods.
Oh.
And don't stay up too late at night.
Oh.
Got it. Paimon will hold the traveler to that for sure.
Oh. Sijuin's still looking at me. I should just try to take a nap like she said.
Oh, you're going to take a nap already? Okay then, you get some rest.
Why did you know what I said? I thought that. You move yourself to a regular patient's bed and relax completely. The weariness from your work and intel gathering, never mind. You can, however, still catch some hints of Paimon's conversation with whatever.
We've been to lots of places together. He may look a bit under the weather now, but he's actually super strong.
Don't say anything, Paimon. Don't tell her anything. Don't give her any information.
So you're the best of companions. But don't worry, he'll recover soon.
Just remember, Paimon. Emergency food. Companion. That word brings forth a wave of comfort. You let yourself relax.
You're awake.
I'm awake. What is this,
How do you feel? You slept for a really long time, but we never left.
I feel a lot better. Thank you both.
Well, now you can go back without a worry in the world. Remember to take your meds regularly, and remember bland foods.
Can I pat your head? No, it's not weird.
Miss Sijuin?
Your hair looks super soft, and I want to feel your hair. Look at those ears. Look at those ears. All right. What a nice, comforting, relaxing cutscene that was. That wasn't a cutscene though. Somebody just left a sword in that box. What a fool. All right. I will not be able to find my way apparently, so let's just follow the trail. Okay, it was obvious. I wasn't sure if I had to ride a complex elevator system again. Bedtime.
You really are something. To be able to fall asleep like that and even sleep talk the entire time,
Sleep
you scared
talk?
Paimon half to death.
Did I say anything I shouldn't have?
No, but you kept mumbling things along the lines of, Tyron, don't take my grilled fish, and put down the Adeptus Temptation now.
Yeah, okay.
Paimon talked with Sijuin the entire time you were asleep. She seems like she's just a sincere nurse, and Paimon didn't notice anything unusual in the room. Are you sure we're not going off track with the infirmary?
Well, I did notice one thing. Are we really off track, though? There's still a few weird things about the place. That movable hatch on the ground, as well as the question Sijuin asked Lurvine. And also, were they really talking about their meds before we walked in? Oh, and was Lurvine and Juryu's argument genuine, or were they just putting on a show? That was genuine. I don't... You follow all the trails. If not, you would surely end up walking off a cliff. Yeah. In any game that has a trail, you follow them. Yeah, same. My mind just wanders, and then I kind of forget what I'm doing, and I'm like 30,000 yards away from where I'm supposed to be, or in a completely different region, and I get super lost very easily because of that. Okay, Paimon, hear me out. Hear me out.
Whoa, you really are super thorough. All those tiny little suspicious things that Paimon didn't even pick up on. We've got to give the info to Linny.
He seems busy. Over the next few days, you and Paimon work at your stations as normal. During your shifts, however, you manage to find opportunities to write keywords related to your suspicions on a piece of paper. Hey, it actually let me read the whole thing this time. Nice. Yep. That's a paper, alright. Good job, Paimon. You found us a piece of paper. You managed to pass the slip to a busy Lynette as she happens to pass by. Her disguise is impeccable. She does not even look at you or change her expression as she pockets the info. I forgot Lynette's a master of disguise. See? Super disguiseful. You wouldn't even notice her. And finally, the promised 9th day arrives. Darn, I was kind of hoping to play as Fremine doing the diving thing.
Today's the day. Let's go meet up with Linny.
Yeah. just want to see something. Not you. Oh, okay. The next banner's tomorrow. Sweet. She's taking the intel. Yeah, she wasn't in disguise, though. That's just what she looks like. She took the intel, and she flushed it down the toilet because it's useless. The stare down. Somebody speak. Someone talk, please. Don't make me talk. I'm so curious. What's gonna happen next? What
Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
No, we just worked our shifts according to the schedule. Nothing weird happened.
That's good. That means you didn't raise any suspicions when you infiltrated the infirmary.
Right, we did that.
We've taken a look at the slip you've sent. Fremine successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago. And as of last night, Lynette has also infiltrated the infirmary after faking an illness.
Well, what's the point of making us do it?
Why is she getting involved as well?
She's just gonna infiltrate on her own.
You already went above and beyond when you scoped out the infirmary.
Oh, we were just scoping
To
it out.
put it more bluntly, even if we were to view that as something you did in exchange for Fremine's help, you've already done more than enough.
I don't know.
Infiltrating a guarded stronghold is a different kind of job from a one-off investigation. We want to avoid using the same faces over and over and reduce the amount of suspicion that will fall on any given person. Lynette also felt like you have already taken the first step for us, so she should be the one to finish the job.
She just wants to take all the credit.
So that's what Lynette thinks. Oh, Paimon hopes everything's going well for her.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to helping you.
Perhaps that's true. You are both very good people, and we've come to appreciate that more than anyone else. Unfortunately, there's still one thing that could get between us, lest you've forgotten.
What's that?
The matter of our respective loyalties.
Oh, yeah.
You've mentioned before that you've had some run-ins with the Fatui. I can understand that feeling, so I assume you're just helping us out of the kindness of your hearts?
I just want to see a magic trick. That's it.
Could use some more friends. We'll be counting on you to help us in the future too.
Those magicians, we got to stick together, you know? Even if you're the enemy.
Since I see you as friends, then it's even more important for us to protect you from any peril. Fremine and Lynette feel the same way.
I get it now. I didn't understand before, but I get it now.
Glad to hear it. Then, let's go check on Lynette before Fremine returns. If everything went well, then she should be wrapping up her investigation right about now.
Is now really a good time to go over?
He's fishing for more intel. Intel, I say!
According to my
Yeah.
observations, Sijuin always spends around half
Although
an
we've
hour
given him
away
all
from
our
the
intel.
infirmary
He
right
hasn't given
before
us anything,
lunch.
actually.
Lynette knows this as well, so this should be a good time to meet up with her.
Oh, yeah, we heard about that, too.
Also, I'm her brother, remember? It's only natural for an older brother to care about his younger sister's well-being.
That's true.
Okay.
I also have a
then
younger
let's get
sister.
over right away.
He's suspicious, and Lynette, and the secret assassin disguise chick. So you're suggesting that there might be more than what's on the surface. Hey, cool eye patch. Alright. What? What's that? What's that? You wanna talk? You wanna fight? We'll fight. Don't think I won't fight you. I'm not above fighting. I'll do it. I'll fight. Alright. Anyways.
Lynette should be here right now.
He's dodging like crazy. Yeah, he hasn't really said anything at all.
Strange. Lynette?
Using what you call circle language.
As expected, Sijuin isn't here, but why isn't Lynette here?
Could she have found a lead and left to follow it? Did she
No,
also find
Lynette barely deviates from the plan.
the thing?
We agreed that if she were to make changes on the fly, she'd find a way to let me know. Unless...
Unless... Is she investigating the secret hatch?
Let's see if there are any clues around here. We can look while we wait for her. Who knows? Maybe she'll be back soon.
I think I know where she is.
Okay.
She's in bed. Not here.
None of the beds have any signs of having been slept in. Except that one over there.
Yeah, who could have slept in that one, I wonder?
That's the one Lynette must have used, right? You said she was pretending to be sick.
Well, I guess that's not the one I used.
She would have said her migraine was having a particularly bad flare-up. Generally speaking, the head nurse would then ask her to lie down and rest while she left to retrieve the medication.
But this bed is still unmade.
Which means either the head nurse didn't return the entire time from when Lynette laid down up until she left the bed, or the nurse intentionally left it this way.
Oh no, that's not a good sign. Was Siegeween okay? Okay, alright. We don't need to close up any further, any closer. Was she murdered? Is this a game of Clue? It was Siegeween killed Lynette in the infirmary with fake medication. It was Colonel Mustard in the bedroom with the candlestick. There you go. I like that. That's a good joke.
Advanced nursing, how to raise the spirit of your patients, a quick guide to the psychology of emotions, and the meaning of laughter.
The Quick Guide to Psychology of Emotions is still like a 1,000-page book.
Who knew Siegeween would be interested in these kinds of things? She even has books on understanding people's motivations and feelings. Is it because she's a Melusine? Or does she have a need to understand her patient's emotional state?
D, none of the above.
Seems quite normal to me. These are skills that would come in handy
Fake
for a
meds, you
nurse
know.
from time to time.
The kind that you would give to a fake patient. Dare I say an impatient. Haha.
This is it! We saw it before!
You didn't see it, I saw it before.
Wait, this thing? It doesn't look like it's been disguised that well.
Lenny leans down to get close to the movable hatch and starts tapping. Never mind.
The space
Hi.
behind it is empty. From its size, I
Jump
don't
scares.
think it's an entrance that is meant to be taken apart. There's probably a mechanism around here somewhere. Could Lynette have tried to get inside?
Yeah.
But if that's the case, she would have contacted me for sure.
How? There's no way to contact you. Unless you've got like that twin telepathy thing.
Let's look around here for some more clues. Don't panic, just take another look.
I feel like he's telling more himself that than anything. The look on Lenny's face, he's definitely beginning to panic. Don't panic. He probably said that subconsciously, okay? Basically, you said what I said. Oh, alright. Gameplay.
Hey, you guys, there's a slip of paper over here!
A slip of paper?
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it too. It reads, out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or card as the medium to pass
They
on
didn't-
my
they didn't see that
message.
earlier?
You may consider this as me giving you my best regards.
This is...
Is that all?
Is there anything on the back? His eyes, that blue, or are they purple indigo? I'm not so sure. I'm kind of colorblind.
The back.
They are eye-colored.
This is...
Show me! Now!
Oh, wow. Alright. But they're pretty. I do like that color.
That look on your face. Paimon's reading it now.
Oh, no.
Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui could be right now?
Traveler's Eyes just got huge.
Is she already?
You might have called it, new son.
Did he deliberately leave the infirmary unguarded to use it as bait?
Wait, you mean he was aware of our goals from the very beginning?
You did not hide it well.
Why? We didn't run into any trouble last time, and he also never reached out to us since.
Why would he choose to act during our second infiltration attempt instead of the first?
Yes, that is a crucial question. Wriothesley, he doesn't do anything without a clear goal or reason. So this means he had no concerns about your activities from the very beginning. You are not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Nervulet, so you have no conflict of interest with Wriothesley. We're a completely different story, though.
Why did he only have to go after... Yep, let me try that again. Why did he only go after Lynette? Why didn't he go after you as well?
I'd like to know that, too. Why did
Lynette
he
did
only
not
go
kill
after
herself. You said it here first. Yeah.
Don't
After
panic. Just think
hours of
everything over.
investigation, I can
I have to
confidently
stay
say that
calm.
Lynette did not
This
kill
is not
herself.
like what happened
Unalive,
last time.
sorry. She did not
Situation's
unalive
different now.
herself. What happened last time? Hold on. I was talking over it. Yeah, we're in prison.
You're right. Wait, but that means...
we get another close-up?
The fact that Fremine was able to leave the grounds, could Risley have let him go as well?
But what does he gain by letting Fremine leave like that?
I get it now. I don't. I stopped paying attention for a minute. What is the place you're in right now? It's called the Fortress of Meripede. It's like Alcatraz, basically. It's an unbreakable prison that people have managed to escape from now, suddenly. And it's like, there's this whole community thing, and like, you can work, you can... It's basically like an underground civilization in a prison, disguised as a prison. He deliberately made them both disappear.
So he's challenging me and trying to provoke me, I'm sure of it. We never should have sent out Fremine. We had to go through all that trouble to find an opening to sneak him around the guards and into the pipe, and we even thought luck was on our side. If Risley let him leave on purpose, then he's probably in a terrible spot now as well.
Oh.
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. We have to calm him down.
Lenny, calm down. That always works. Anytime you tell somebody bluntly to calm down. He's yelling it. Lenny, calm down!
Don't be like this, Lenny. Fremine wouldn't have left if we hadn't told you about Child. That was our fault.
No.
You thought they were saying
I'm
frenemy?
the leader of this operation, and I'm the one responsible
That's
for
funny.
this team. I was the one who failed to protect them.
Nah, Fremine is their younger brother.
I'll go talk to Risley.
No, adopted brother.
Hey, don't be reckless. Traveler, please talk some sense into him.
I simply cannot allow Lynette to be abducted again. I have to go. I'll find a way to get them back.
That's funny though, frenemy.
Push out the door. After him.
Wait, come back. No, I tried. Did the best I could. So you were listening in the whole time? That ain't good. That was a weird close-up.
I feel like we still have some room to make changes on these details.
It's not impossible, but it'll require extensive testing.
So it was a front. They're fighting.
Is that so? Very well. Then please be mindful of the time.
So, time.
Is someone?
Alright guys, put
Pick
on a show.
everything up. Whoever's outside is eavesdropping. They'll probably come in once we stop talking. Someone! Please help! He's sick!
She's using that skill. It's probably maxed out at level 100. What's it called?
Whoa, are you
Uh,
okay?
Oh, eavesdropping.
These two.
Yeah.
As expected.
Eavesdropping 100.
They've already found this place. So they are quite sharp. What a delightful turn of events. I like smart people, but I also like
So
them
she's
dumb.
two-faced as well.
I like the feeling of being trusted. Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin. Being able to read human expressions is quite the useful skill.
Why'd you say that out loud? That was weird.
Wait!
Wait. Come back.
It's no use. We have to catch up to him.
Come back. Ah. There we go. Let's just get that trail going.
He's already out of sight. How is he so fast? Let's go head him off at Risley's office.
Is that up? That's down. Alright. We'll take a shortcut. Ah! Alright. There's probably another way to do that. How do we get into the office? I don't remember where the bridge is. Where's the path? Have I gone around a full... Oh, okay. I could have just gone the other direction and it would have been much faster. Jeez. I wanted to get that that adventurer's bandana. That's what I was here for. And this one. That's a golden goblet. Yeah. I just wanted to give you a tour of this floor. A very quick tour where I didn't show you anything or look around at all. The best kind of tour, right? And we're loading a little slower than I'd like. It's fine, it's fine.
come out and face me, Risley?
Aren't we at an administrative office space? Why don't you at least try to follow even a couple rules from the fortress's indoor management regulations?
Why start now?
What did you do to my sister?
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea. I do have some teas in my collection that can work wonders against such an illness.
Stop joking around! Where did you take my siblings?
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would sometimes enter a box.
Thank you for joining the super chaps.
From another place altogether.
I kind of forgot I set that up.
Right now, if you were to turn your head.
What?
Is he trying to trick me into turning my head? No, he's probably not looking to attack me right now. All of the hostages are in his hands, and he's even in the mood for small talk. That means Lynette is probably still alive. You knew we were investigating the infirmary from the start, so you deliberately aroused the traveler's suspicions and baited us into continuing our investigation, just so that you'd be able to kidnap Lynette. As for Fremine, no, you probably didn't even interfere with Child's escape. You let him go, so you could purge the Fatui members that we had planted into your ranks.
There was no need to do so. The fortress of Meripede is a pretty pleasant place. Most people enjoy their lives here. The only ones who act differently are those with personal agendas.
Didn't know it was there. You just clicked the thing. I just set it up a couple days ago, so yeah. I haven't even made a video to promote it yet.
Our team to come down and investigate. Fremine has also fallen into your hands, right? If you're oh so omnipotent and so in control, why would you need hostages?
Bro's asking real questions.
Lynette is in my hands right now, but Fremine is not.
He's not? What do you really want?
Winnie!
Oh, you guys are here now. Cool.
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Thank you so much for cooperating with me.
Hold that thought. What was I gonna say? You're the first. You're the very first old chap, super chap membership thing. I don't know what it's called. So yeah. Frenemy is an elusive one. Yeah. You can never trust him. Where are Lynette and
Fremine? To the
Fremine?
point, I see. Alas, only Miss Lynette is currently having a cup of the fortress's finest tea. Although, as per your original plan, Mr. Fremine should also have returned to the fortress.
These voice actors, though, I'm not gonna lie, I love his voice actor.
Within my gates,
Joe, what's it?
Nor has he been taken into any kind of custody. So, where do you think he may be right now?
I feel honored, bows.
You can't mean...
I'm honored too.
You locked him outside in the sea?
Uh-oh.
I closed the fortress's gate to the outside world. That's all.
Fremine's a star diver, so he should be fine, right?
No, we're still here, so he definitely tried to find a way to come back for us.
Uh-oh.
So we can't assume he might have made a break for the surface.
Oh, no.
But why would I do this, you may be asking?
Why would you do this?
To have an audience.
It's not amazing. They do. A lot of people complain about the English voice actors, but I think they're doing great.
It's only natural for me to want to have some cards of my own when it comes to negotiating. Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meripede, regardless of whether it was in a personal or a professional capacity. Well, you got your wish.
So, you've been keeping tabs on us before we even set foot in the fortress.
Some of my folks just happened to hear a thing or two, that's all. In any case, I will be
Is it
straight
Nicolette?
with you. I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together here. But once you started focusing on the Forbidden Zone, all of that changed. Mr. Linney, the cards are stacked against you right now. Miss Lynette is in my hands, and Mr. Fremine is still slowly being pickled out there in the brine.
A weird way to word it,
You
but
know
okay.
just as well as I that he cannot last out there forever. You need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact your superior, and ideally invite her over for a cup of tea with me.
This guy's crushing it. Yeah, he is. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, though. The voice actor. It's like Z... It's basically, if you're playing Scrabble, it's all the letters that you wouldn't normally use. That's his name. But yeah, I just wanted to talk for a second, and I didn't want to interrupt Worcestershire. Risley, he's being pickled. Yeah, he is. They poured a bunch of vinegar into the ocean, and he's basically becoming a pickle as we speak. He's gonna be Pickle Rick. But no, I was gonna say I've actually got an intense fear of drowning. So the fact that a character that everybody loves is out there risking his life, probably going to drown, that's like giving me anxiety right now.
You want to see Father? But why should she bother giving you an audience?
Forgot to.
Well, if she cares for the well-being of her dearest children, she should have plenty of motivation to join me for a parents' evening.
Oh, eyelash.
I've heard that the bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are like the
we're
bonds
good.
of family. I don't see why she would refuse.
They didn't actually
think
turn him
Father
into a
sent
pickle.
us to handle the Fortress of Maripede? This place is basically a no man's land. It wouldn't be fitting for anyone as important as a harbinger like Father to come here in person.
Oh.
To be fair, I don't know how pickling works.
So it's because she doesn't care for my place here. That's such a shame. After all, I've amassed quite the tea collection. I was looking forward to sharing it with her. Both Monsieur Neuvillette and Lady Farina have already received many samples as gifts.
Was this the extent of your master plan to get to Father? No matter how much pressure you may put on me, I won't allow you to use us to blackmail her.
Something just popped.
You people really are difficult to get along with.
I think I'm fine.
All I'm asking for is a face-to-face conversation. Does she truly have no interest in the fortress's
You're gonna call him Ron Weasley?
Mr. Linney,
That is exactly what you
have
should call him.
one last chance to invite your father here. If you refuse,
that's the name your brain got while looking at his name. I only call him Worcestershire because his voice actor, I follow him on TikTok, and he's like been joking around on how to pronounce the character's name for the longest time. And one of the TikToks, he's like, all right, a lot of y'all are asking how I pronounce my character's name. And it's pretty simple. Awkward pause. It's Worcestershire. So yeah, that's why I call him Worcestershire. It's easier to say than Risley, though. Risley. I don't know. I like Ron Weasley. That's also really funny. Hang in there, soldier. Why do you have to do this?
instead of asking why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? From the very beginning, the Fatui has been actively infiltrating my fortress. I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up on the fortress then and there, I'd have no reason to want to talk. Mr. Fremenet left the fortress on his own, and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me. No matter how you look at it, the responsibility for this falls on you.
Look, bro, we just want information. That's it.
I shouldn't ask Father to do anything because of us.
6, 5.
What's he gonna do?
Wait,
2, 1.
What about 4 and 3?
Time's up.
Oh.
really
Is
is
the
a
frenemy
shame,
on the good
Miss
side or the
Honey.
bad side? Fremenet. I can't even say his name now. Fremenet is a good guy.
Negotiations have broken
He's
down.
on our team.
Please leave, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for my afternoon tea.
You gave us a count of 6. Please wait. Can we really not talk about this some more?
Yeah, listen to the Traveler. If you can't talk to Linny, can you at least talk to us?
Please?
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette, yes?
Yeah, okay.
You're here helping him out, and I've already done my best to stay out of your way. But that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress may be small and remote, but it still has its own set of laws.
Please spare Fremenet and Lynette. I want to say Fremenet and Lynette too. This
Then
man
how
is my
about
spirit
this?
animal. He's
Those who are
kind of
capable
hot.
deserve respect.
I'll say it.
You've
He's
spent
hot.
quite some time investigating my home turf by now, so why don't you tell me a thing or two about what you found? I'll ask you 3 questions. Answer all of them correctly, and I'll agree to your request.
We're screwed.
Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone, what is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work for 3 days in a row?
Oh, jeez. I can't believe he's asking about the hidden rules. If I recall correctly, if you keep working without any rest during lunch hour on the 3rd day, you'll find a portion of strange meat in your welfare meal. It's a good thing that we've already run a thorough investigation on this. Let's see if I can remember all the clues. I should be able to find an answer if I can piece everything together. Regarding the hidden rule of the production zone, what is the truth? If you break the hidden rule of the production zone, your welfare meal will contain some strange meat.
I've been told that the infirmary is always
He speak.
empty for the half hour just before lunch. But what could Xinyan be doing during that time? The Fanta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, the Duke believes that only idiots who don't understand the value of coupons will spend them on Fanta. We often see Miss Xinyan observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. It seems like she can perceive the general state of a person's health just by looking at them. Fanta's internal report suggests that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. But the product has to undergo a trial because even Fanta's own employees have a lot of reservations about it.
I'm just saying, don't you want a Fanta?
The research notes said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently from humans. As a result, the Melusines have also developed
Ace Attorney
a sense of
vibes.
aesthetics
Yeah,
that appears
100%.
rather strange and alien to humans.
You should have seen part 1 of the this story. Like, we were actually in a court.
According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fanta company sponsored it. The company must want a return on their investment as well.
Okay, so that's all the clues. It doesn't matter if you didn't pay attention to all of them, because we'll be going through them several times. Objection! Who will see if you keep working continuously?
We often see Miss Xinyan
Miss Xinyan, under what circumstances does the strange meat appear?
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for... The Fanta promoter has been struggling because... We often see Miss Xinyan...
Okay.
Fanta's internal report suggests that the research notes said that the Melusine race...
Under what circumstances does the strange meat appear? This one. Oh, okay. Why does the strange meat appear the way it does? Strange meat. Not strange mirror. Strange meat appear the way it does.
According to Collins, the Pancration tournament...
You can only pick one? I'm pretty sure. None of these answer the questions, though.
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. But what could Xinyan be doing during that time?
I guess that's correct. I don't know. And why does the strange meat appear the way it does?
The Fanta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the...
That's not it.
We often see Miss Xinyan observing the prisoners...
No, that's not it.
Fanta's internal report...
It's not the Fanta
The
one.
research notes said that the Melusine...
Oh, okay. Hey, I nailed it. Hypothesis correct.
So that's what's going on. Paimon understands it now. Who would have guessed?
Did you hear me going through all those repeatedly? I'm so embarrassed. I thought that was in my head.
The rule of the production zone.
Oh, there's the glasses.
People are not supposed to work 3 days in a row, and if they do, they'll get strange meat in their welfare meal.
I forgot about the glasses.
At first, we thought this strange meat
Those are her
must have
detective
something to do
glasses.
with the people who disappeared, but in reality, they were all prepared by Xinyan, the head nurse. She often visits the production zone to observe the workers' health and makes a note of anyone who has worn themselves out after 3 full days of work. Out of her sense of duty as the head nurse, as well as her genuine concern for the workers' health, Xinyan visits the cafeteria right before lunch and cooks an extra dish for those who can use the stamina boost. Xinyan has only the best intentions with her surprise gift and doesn't want anyone to find out about what she does. However, unfortunately, Melusines as a race perceive the world differently from humans, and their sense of aesthetics is even more alien to us. The recipients of her lovingly prepared special meals cannot taste the care within and usually just freak out.
Oh, okay.
Are we on the right track?
Not bad. You've uncovered Xinyan's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well. It's nice to know that her efforts have not gone unacknowledged. All right, now for my next question.
Is it about Fanta?
There are also some hidden rules in the Pancration ring, including the one that you're not allowed to support both sides of a fight. Why is that?
Why is that? Hidden rules of the pancreation ring. I remember. If someone tries to support both boxers at the same time, they'll receive a package the next morning which contains a strange blood-colored liquid. It's Fanta. We've also done a lot of research on this matter. Let me sift through what I found in my brain and come up with the correct answer out loud. What happens if you violate the pancreation ring's hidden rule? If you violate the hidden rules, you'll receive a bag of whatever. Who sent the package containing the strange blood-colored fluid?
I've been told that the infirmary...
Okay, the infirmary.
Fanta's internal report suggests that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. But the product has to undergo a trial because
Siege
even
Wing.
Fanta's own employees have
I mean,
a
that's
lot
pretty
of
much how it's
reservations
pronounced.
about
Yeah.
it. We
That's
often see
Melazine.
the Fanta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. The research notes said that according to Collins, the pancreation tournament only took place because the Fanta company sponsored it. The company...
Okay, so it's gotta be this one.
Fanta's internal reports...
It's a new type of Fanta that's red. This is one I actually was able to figure out without all this nonsense. But I didn't get the Melazine one. Why does the strange blood-colored fluid look the way it does?
The Fanta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. According to Collins, the pancreation tournament only took place because the Fanta company sponsored it. The company...
Why does it look the way it does? Did I get this wrong?
Fanta's internal report suggests that they're starting... Fanta's internal report suggests that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. But the product has to undergo...
Why does it look the way it does?
The Fanta promoter has been struggling
none of these really answers that.
According to Collins...
Wait. Let me read it again.
Research notes
Say it again.
said
Do it again.
According to Collins, the pancreation tournament only took place because the Fanta company sponsored it. The company must want a return on their investment as well.
What's the third question? Why do only those who buy tickets to support both fighters receive the package?
The Fanta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize...
That might be it. We'll try that. And then this one, we'll do this one.
According to Collins, the pancreation...
Who makes Orange Crush? Crush is actually its own brand, I think. I'm pretty sure. No, I got these two backwards. Okay.
According to Collins...
And then this one.
Fanta's internal report suggests...
There we go. I knew I was going to get one of those wrong. Although Pepsi might make Crush, now that you mention it.
Ah, Paimon gets this rule too now, so there really was nothing to be afraid of. That hidden rule of the pancreation ring is about how, people are not supposed to bet on both boxers at the same time. And if they do, they'll receive a package containing a strange blood-colored liquid. People get scared when they see it because they've subconsciously begun to associate it with the missing boxer.
The missing boxer's child, by the way. Tartagalicious.
But really, it's just a bottle of the latest yet-to-be-named and packaged new Fanta trial product. A blood-red drink. It's no wonder even Fanta's own staff were questioning the company's decision-making. The company, facing backlash from its own staff, decided to try to trial the product on a smaller scale to see how it might be received by customers. They came to the fortress of Meropede and offered to sponsor the pancreation tournament so they could push their new product. But the Duke completely refused to even entertain the idea. The Duke, knowing how valuable coupons
He's the
are
Duke,
in
by the way.
fortress, knew that only
Worcestershire is the Duke.
idiots who didn't understand their true value would bother buying a Fanta product here. And so, only those who proved their stupidity by being dumb enough to bet on two opposing sides of the same match were selected to receive the drinks.
I acknowledge the effort you've put into bringing the truth of this mystery to light. Although, based on your description, that Fanta promoter is a bit too careless with his words. I may just reconsider my collaboration with the company.
Oh, come on. It's just a
Alright,
drink.
And here's the final question. What's the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
What? There were no more books, though. We haven't collected enough info to answer that question.
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Risley. You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question. The thought of sparing Lynette and Fremine never even crossed your mind.
Lenny.
You'll pay for this.
Lenny, don't. Lenny. What? What happened?
Lenny, are you alright?
Freeze frame. I like the card though.
Oh, close one. I owe you, Siegeween. That was a fantastic shot.
Nice.
It was nothing, Your Grace. Siegeween? Though this gun may look like a toy.
He knows all this already. He knows. He just wants to test us to see if we know. He wants to break it all down for when he already knows it. Yeah. Are you his accomplice in all this? He just wants to test our knowledge.
I am merely a resident of the fortress, and thus protecting it is my duty. When Monsieur Nervulette asked me to come here, he told me that my job would be to take care of the well-being of everyone here. I am merely discharging my duties.
No, you discharged a bullet.
If you mean what you just said, then isn't Lenny someone you should be looking after as well? Isn't he a resident here just like the rest of us?
If you're close with Nervulette, why not learn a thing or two of virtue?
But I really am just doing what Monsieur Nervulette told me to do. Everything I did, I've done to protect them. Had I not, they would be in far more dire straits right now.
You shot the man.
His Grace knows it too, right? Your Grace?
Yeah, that's what a mobster would do, exactly.
My dear Siegeween, whatever shall I do with you? Would it have killed you to just wait another minute or two?
Well, it's nearly time after all. The way you do things can be truly frustrating sometimes, Your Grace.
Yeah.
I figured I should try to talk some sense into you.
If you said everything and knew the plan, you would fall ill or get hit by a bus accidentally. Yeah. Accident-yally.
Let them go.
How touching. Can you just give me one more minute?
No.
Don't be like that, Your Grace.
All right, everyone, calm down. 2 more visitors will be arriving any time now.
I wonder who they are.
I'll go get a cup of tea. Miss Siegeween,
I'm gonna call it. It's Nervulette and Farina.
Miss Lynette in your care.
You... What are you doing?
I believe I hear footsteps.
Is it Nervulette and Farina? The door suddenly slams open. A familiar figure bursts into the room. Oh, it's Clorand.
Some space, please.
Ah, Miss Clorand.
Clorand, my bad. It's an A.
Sure.
Well, I got one wrong.
Fremine.
Oh, there's the other. Okay.
Fremine.
It's the frenemy.
What's going on? What is Clorand doing here?
Is that the assassin chick you were talking about?
I'm sorry.
'Cause I completely forgot she was a character.
Lenny. The tranquilizing effect will begin to wear off soon. Please take it easy in the meantime, though.
Could you stop talking to me, please?
What happened to Fremine? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like this?
These symptoms, it can't be. He's got a stomachache like I did.
A flushed face, an accelerated pulse.
He seems fine.
He must have consumed primordial seawater.
Oh, that's bad.
What did you say?
Oh, that's real bad.
Please, make some space. I'll need to give Mr. Fremine a more thorough checkup. Your Grace, I'll leave the rest to you.
You don't know their names? That's alright. She's Clorand. You can call her Chlorina if you want, because that's what her name looks like. She's like a bodyguard for the Hydro Archon, I guess. I'm not 100% sure on her character, but she's, as far as I know, she's a bodyguard. He's Fremine. He's the diver. He's got the brain amoebas. Yeah, primordial seawater is toxic to people that live in Fontaine specifically. And if he ingested some of it, then he's probably gonna die. But I don't want Fremine to die. You're just thinking that? Yeah, we've got Chlorine, Worcestershire, Frenemy, me, Paimon, the Digimon, Lenny. We haven't made fun of Lenny's name. He's the only one here we haven't made fun of yet. And Siege Wing. Like Siege Wing. Magic Man. I got nothing.
I'll talk to Clorand while you get Fremine to where he needs to be. Everything else can wait.
And we need to find Lynette now. Try to understand the situation of the people around. I'm more curious about this going on over here. Why is Clorand
What's
here?
that look on your face? I thought I made good time on the way back.
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. Had you arrived just a few minutes later, Xinyan may have been forced to shoot Mr. Lenny again. How's the situation out there?
What? There's water everywhere.
The water has changed. It's pretty much as expected. The concentration of primordial seawater has increased significantly. I was only out there a short time, so it wasn't too bad.
Oh, she's Electro.
But if one were to stay for any significant
Interesting.
amount of time,
I think I knew that already, but I'm...
you can see how that boy's doing.
Yeah.
Where was he when you found him?
The abandoned zone at the end of the pipes. A good distance into the water.
I would have said Hydro,
Closer
based on
than
the
I
hair.
thought. He must have recognized it early on and tried desperately to swim back.
Locking the door was necessary. I don't think we could have saved two.
Well, I did try to convince him that I had my reasons. Never seems to work, though.
Why didn't you say
It
that?
would probably work on Neuvillette. He has a knack for picking out who had good intentions, even when the outcomes were all terrible.
Alright.
It's a bad sign if you're having to plead your case to Neuvillette.
So he's actually acting, like he's doing a good thing by closing the doors. Ron Weasley, yeah. I forgot we called him Ron Weasley. And, he was actually doing a good thing by locking the doors, because he didn't want... He wanted to minimize the casualties. He could have led with that. All of this would have been fine. Just say there was a primordial... Alright. This man...
Want some tea?
We need something stronger after all this.
Not particularly. If you want to drink some that badly, just say so.
You don't trust him?
Fine,
You're probably smart.
I'd like
That's
to
probably
get some
smart.
tea. Want me to get you a cup too, since I've already made it?
I'll take a Long Island iced tea.
Might as well then, I suppose. Actually, do you have a towel? I would like to dry my hair.
Alright, Fremine. Oh, I'm right here. Let's check up on brain-eating water amoebas. Pretty much. Primordial seawater has the power to dissolve certain people. Lenny's expression... Oh, I didn't realize there were words there. Hold up. Lenny's expression looks disgusted. Seems like he'd rather not have Xinyan touch Fremine. Still, he didn't stop her, since it's obvious that Fremine does require urgent medical care. Xinyan's examining Fremine carefully. She doesn't look too upset, which is a good sign. I hope Fremine will be okay. He's a main character. Of course he's okay. Not a main character, but
How is he?
an important character.
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute ingestion of a large amount of primordial seawater. Still, his condition is not critical.
That's good.
Of course, it would be best if he stayed for further observation. Let's leave him here for now, and move him to the infirmary once he's recovered a bit more. Sorry. I am aware that the infirmary may not be your favorite place in the world at the moment.
Yeah.
We do only have a single clinic in the fortress, however.
Xinyan doesn't want to be touched by Frenemy. Other way around.
Why would he ingest a
Frenemy
large
doesn't want to be
amount of
touched by
primordial
Xinyan.
seawater after leaving the fortress? How could that possibly happen?
Please, look after Mr. Fremine for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator. Oh, I'll bring Miss Lynette back with me.
You had Lynette
Where
the
is
whole
she?
time?
How is she right now?
People communicate better, man.
She just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her. If my calculations are correct, she should also be waking up right around now. You might not believe me, but His Grace and I actually made some snacks and tea for her.
Lenny has finally begun to stop tensing the muscles on his face. It seems that he trusts... Okay. You're laughing so hard.
Linny, are you okay?
Hold on. So, from Lenny's perspective, Ron Weasley had captured his twin sister and his younger brother and was holding them hostage and trying to kill Frenemy here. But what actually happened was that Ron Weasley was trying to protect everyone else by we can't save Frenemy. Unfortunately, that's beyond my power. Lynette's fine. She's just taking a nap. She'll wake up soon. Chill out, and we can... if he had just calmly explained everything instead of trying to aggravate Lenny and just trying to cause a scene, everything would have been fine. This whole thing wouldn't have happened.
Weasley, come on, man.
I'll be fine.
They're all here now. Don't worry about me.
You thought the water amoebas got frenemy?
Look alright.
Understandably.
My hands and feet are still a bit weak, but that's probably just the residual effects of the tranquilizer shot.
I got that effect on
Back,
people.
everyone.
Hey, it's Lynette.
Lenny! Oh, Traveler, Paimon, you're here too. Premone? Is he...
He'll be fine. But for now, please help me lift him up.
How's your nap, by the way? Cool. Lenny and Lynette immediately come to lift Fremine up with their help. Everything, okay. Tranquilizer shot. Yeah, they tranquilized Lynette so that she wouldn't put up a fight. And I guess Lenny too, so he wouldn't.
His breathing's beginning to slow down.
Give me a hand and help me get him to the infirmary.
What the heck are these people on? Fanta.
Yeah, I'll take him from this side. Lynette, together?
Everyone thought Fanta was just a drink, but apparently it's a hallucinogen.
Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him. Want to come with us?
I guess so. If I have to, you're really twisting my arm here. Yeah.
The Duke and Clarande are gone.
This was very unnecessary. This whole scene.
They probably went to get some tea. The Duke will explain the truth in just a bit. Miss Clarande will need a break, since she only just returned from rescuing Fremine out of the sea.
Also, she probably could have died too, Clarande. Clarande saved Fremine from the sea. Just what happened there? Something to do with the primordial seawater. Oh, the infirmary. You following along, right? There will be a quiz. Strawberry Fanta is dangerous. Yep, stay away. If you're gonna drink any Fanta, it's got to be the orange stuff, because orange soda is one of the best soda. He says, drinking a watermelon Mountain Dew. No questions. Just follow the shiny trail. I think it's hilarious that Fanta just exists in this game. Like we've been careful not to use any registered trademarks. So let's use a soda brand that everyone seems to have forgotten about. I never forget. I mean, Crush is clearly superior to Fanta, but that being said, you can't forget Fanta. Can't forget the theme song they had. Anyways, I weirdly have a craving for orange soda. Is it up here? Yeah, alright. Imagine if Fanta sponsored the stream. Like the actual real soda brand. Hey, you're alive. Why do I look so short?
He's awake. Fremine, how do you feel?
Huh.
Lenny.
Make haste, traveler. And me.
We're all here.
I'm here too. I'm over here. Just look to your right. I'm here at the foot of the bed. Hey, it's me. It's the Hey, over here.
Am I?
The infirmary at the Fortress of Meripede, Mr. Fremine, and you are no longer in any danger. How do you feel? Don't push yourself if you're not feeling up to it.
Paimon, your voice is so high-pitched I've got a massive headache, please.
Traveler. Paimon. It's been so long.
Yeah, our frenemy lives.
The sea. There's something wrong with the seawater.
Sit, stay.
Shh, it's okay. We can talk about it after you've recovered.
No, listen to me. This is really serious. There's primordial seawater mixed into the regular seawater. I don't know why it's there, but no one should touch it.
What happened after you snuck into the pipes?
Pipes.
Pipes. Oh yeah, the
Right,
pipes.
the pipes. It's all coming back to me.
It's the
now.
most he's ever talked. Oh, we got to see his perspective. This is a playable flashback? That'd be cool. Sound effects are happening, but there's no screen. Okay, here we go.
I'm in.
I'm in.
Seems like this pipe hasn't been used in a long time. It looks abandoned.
It's okay. It's for the best. Oof.
Where could Master Child be?
Oh, I do get to play. Alright. Playable flashback. Let's go. So a little bit of context as we gracefully glide downward. Child is a Fatui Harbinger, which is like one of the big... Let me start over. One of the regions in this world is called Snezhnaya, and they've got this military type thing called Fatui. Like, we have the army, they've got the Fatui, and there are, like, I think it's 11 big Fatui, like, boss guys called the Harbingers, and Child is one of them. And he got sentenced to the Fortress of Meripede for some sort of crime that we still haven't solved yet. And Fremine, Linny, and Lynette are all part of the Fatui as well. They're not Harbingers, but they're Fatui agents, I guess.
This mechanism looks like it's been tampered with. Could he have done it?
And we're just trying to figure out, like, what happened to Child, because he's not here anymore. He's disappeared. This place is really cool, though. So he's in prison. He was in prison, and he managed to escape. So we're just trying to find out where he went. And this is supposedly the place, like the pipe that he took to escape. Fatui is a race of people. Like a... Kinda, yeah. They're like an army, a military type thing. Okay. This place is really neat. Kind of weird that it's not just part of the...
It's getting stuck on something.
Jeez.
Seems like I'll have to avoid those obstacles while I turn it.
A guild? Yeah, I think a guild is probably the best way to word it. Or like a faction or a legion or something. Alright. A group of mercenaries? That's probably... Yeah, actually. A group of mercenaries. Rotato. And back up we go. Boy, a lot of back and forth. And like certain Fatui, like the lesser Fatui have elemental powers or weapons or something, which makes them quite hard to fight. Well. Don't land. Don't land. Don't. Aw, he landed. Don't land. Don't land. Crotch. So who are we going to fight down here? There's going to be a fight. I just know it, but who? Whom?
This is where the water starts. Okay.
And his whole thing is that he's a diver.
Master Child probably dived into the water.
Like a Frenemies outfit.
Well.
Yeah. If we do his idle animation long enough, well, if we idle long enough, his animation puts a diver suit on his face. Amoebas! The germs! I just want to show you his diver helmet. There we go. Oh, it's got a little tail on the back. I just noticed that. Where's the best light? Yeah. Anyways, he stands like that for way too long. What's interesting is he doesn't wear the helmet underwater. I just noticed that. He's a man of the sea. I am a merman. Alright, a mer-butler.
The vegetation here is a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them, and recently. I should be going in the right direction. There are traces here too. I need to keep going.
I'm not sure what traces he's looking at here. Oh, that's awkward.
The traces are gone, but I don't see where he could have gone from here. Wait, what the?
Oh, okay, so the primordial water is in the pipes.
It's getting harder and harder to breathe. What's going on?
Oh.
No good. I have to get back. They still don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it.
Oh. And then a hand reaches out and grabs him, pulls him back to shore. Oh, I'm dying. Oh, it's doing damage. That's a cool little detail. He slurped some of that water. Yeah, don't drink the Kool-Aid. Never drink the Kool-Aid. That's such a neat little detail that he was like taking damage.
I can't die here.
The spoiler alert, he lives. This is a flashback. He's telling us about what happened.
This is bad. I'm feeling worse and worse, and I'm still underwater.
Come on, Frenemy, we can do it. Come on, Frenemy. Go. Oh. So that happened.
So, in other words, the trail you were following vanished, and you had no idea where Master Child could have gone, but there was also no obvious place for him to have disappeared to.
That's right. I tried my best to swim back, but I had already put some distance between myself and the fortress.
Yeah, you weren't that far.
And I just couldn't find the strength to keep going. I probably passed out some time after that. And you know the rest.
I do know the rest.
Miss Clarande brought you back, but we also don't know why she just suddenly appeared.
That was
at
my
the
question.
fortress, or why she went out to save you.
I think Worcestershire might have had something to do with that.
Miss Clarande, you say? I must go thank her in person.
Weasley found out that he was in the pipes, so he was like, hey, Clarande, you can swim, right?
Some more rest.
You might need to.
Miss Lynette is right. I believe Miss Clarande will stay here as a guest for another few days, so there's no need to hurry.
A guest? Then I can assume Risley was the one who invited her to come down here?
That's my guess.
You should ask His Grace about that. He'll be able to explain better than me.
Got it. I'll go talk to him.
Yeah, it's about time he actually told us what's going on. Wanna come with us, Liddy?
You can say no. I won't be offended.
No, please go on without me. I don't want to leave just yet.
Your brother did just wake up, so you might want to stick with him for a bit.
Lenny.
Lynette.
The logical part of my brain is aware that we're safe right now, but I still
She
can't
got
bring myself
$1.50
to
for the
leave.
recovery mission.
Both of
Yeah.
you are just in danger.
It's like, hey, I got some change for you. You could keep whatever you find in the water, also.
Understood. Then let's just sit together for a while.
I'll also treat you to a
In that
nice
case,
tea.
I'll leave the infirmary to you. The Traveler and I are going to head out for now. As long as you stay in here, I don't think you'll be disturbed.
Thank you.
Alright, let's go talk to Le Deluge. The flood. I don't know French, but I know what the deluge means. A deluge. I know it's a deluge, not deluge. Let's go talk to this Weasley fellow. Huh. Oh, I don't have enough stamina. Whee! Oh, I would have been fine. Okay. I probably shouldn't go into the water if it's poisoned. But I'm not from Fontaine, so it's not going to affect me that much. Where's the shore? Where's the shore? I need to talk to you, please.
Excuse me.
Are we interrupting? Good.
I take it Mr. Fremonet's condition has stabilized?
Yeah.
Of course.
Wee
I
wee.
wouldn't have left the infirmary otherwise.
I've been expecting those two, but might I inquire as to the purpose of your visit, Miss Siegeween?
Hey. I just want to say hi.
I wanted to check up on Miss Cloran. How are you feeling?
He's having his afternoon tea. Bro's always
Mostly
drinking
fine,
tea, I
I
swear.
think.
If you don't mind, I'd like to perform another quick physical exam. It'll just take a few minutes.
Her costume is very,
All right. Thank you for looking out for me. I'll take my leave for now
it
then.
accentuates some of her features that,
Well, want to explain yourself right?
well, this is a family-friendly stream, so never mind.
Of course, but I'm not partial to the word choice of explain. How about enlighten?
Siegewing is here with that eavesdropping skill. Yeah, she's got to put her skills to the test, you know. Please enlighten us as much as you'd like.
Where should I begin?
Start at the very beginning.
How
Very good
about
place
you
to start.
Start by asking me any questions you have. You can start with whichever one you'd like to get answered the most.
What are you doing this weekend?
Paimon will
No,
begin.
never mind.
Did you know about Lenny's goals from the very beginning?
Ron Weasley.
No. I just knew they were Fatui operatives sent to the fortress by the Knave. As for their specific goals, I only figured those out as you made progress on your investigation.
You managed to
Weasley knows about the
monitor
skill.
and
He's like, why is she here? Yeah.
so you didn't know
It's
what
like,
they
you
were
can
trying
eavesdrop.
to
What are you
do?
doing?
They came here with ulterior motives. I'm quite adept at discerning what that kind of behavior signals.
Why didn't you stop them?
Initially, I thought their goal was just to investigate Child's disappearance.
That's my goal.
Linny suggested that I had deliberately let him escape, but in truth, I didn't really do anything special to help or hinder him while he was here. Everything he did, from finding helpers to leaving this place, he did on his own.
Not surprising.
Of course, it's inevitable that the Knave would make a big deal out of her fellow Harbinger's unexplained disappearance. I'm also quite curious about where that Harbinger went.
The Knave,
So I
also known
figured
as
I might
Father,
well
is also
let the
Harbinger.
Fatui do their own investigative work. All I care about is the answer.
So you were hoping Lenny's group would just do your work for you.
You make it sound like that's a bad thing. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. I assume that Fremonet has told you already, the ratio of primordial seawater around the fortress of Meripede is on the rise.
Why?
The Forbidden Zone has always been Linny's target, and you got roped into that investigation after running into him. I began to intervene out of concern for your safety, and also to prevent the fortress from becoming entangled in more irksome matters.
Are the rumors true that you're also a former criminal?
Now, why would you put it like that? Isn't staying here all day and serving as the manager of the fortress a kind of sentence unto itself?
Fair enough.
Another form of prison? I just happen to have some support from the rest of the inmates. That's all.
I'd want to wear his costume too.
Right. Paimon wanted to ask, who invited Cloran down here?
Me, of course. I paid her good mora to come down to the fortress for some field work.
Approximately $10.
As a champion duelist, Miss Cloran could be considered to be an independent party. I needed to find an exceptionally capable person to help me get through the impending crisis.
And saving Fremonet was part of that crisis?
You can think of it like that, yes. Credit where credit is due, that boy is quite adept at diving. Had conditions not been as hostile as they were, he probably would have found the missing Harbinger already.
Fair enough. So the Forbidden Zone really exists? What's inside of it? We can assume it's primordial seawater. Yeah, there's Clorand.
That's not something you should be asking after. Neuvillette only asked you to investigate Child's whereabouts. All I need to prove to you
Assassin disguise
is that the
chick.
Forbidden Zone had
It's
nothing to
Chlorine.
do with the Harbinger's disappearance. That should be clear now that you've spoken to Fremonet.
But we've already uncovered that there's something wrong with the infirmary, and we've answered a bunch of questions that you threw at us. Isn't it about time that you answer our last question in return?
You make a compelling case. Do you really want to know the answer that badly?
Nope, see ya.
Yeah, Paimon really wants to know.
Jowler's just gone.
Even if the truth may not be pleasant.
Yes.
Follow me.
Oh, I actually have to play the game now. Was not prepared. Duh. Why did you walk away without me following you? Alright. What? You're over here. Ah, yes. He's become a beacon. Oh. I should have expected as much.
There's a hidden door here? And a whole basement behind it? Huh. You're pretty good at hiding stuff, Risley.
Yeah.
It seems
You want to have tea with him?
Kind of place the Fortress
You know,
of
I don't
Meripede
drink tea,
is.
but I would for him. I would drink tea for Worcestershire. Man, I hate stairs. I'm too lazy for this.
Stand on the central plate.
You mean like we are now?
Wait, is there a secret mechanism or... Whoa!
Whoa. Oh, it's an elevator. Alright. Once everyone has taken their positions on the circular plate, it begins to slowly move downwards. I'd call it a lift, but it's not lifting us, it's lowering us, so it's a low.
So, this is the Forbidden Zone? Honestly, for a place so well hidden, Paimon sure doesn't see anything special.
And that is...
What a huge door!
There are 3 such isolation gates in total. Generally speaking, I'm the only one who's allowed to go inside. Hence the name Forbidden Zone.
Checks out.
Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little Fatui friends everything?
Yeah.
Well, Paimon wasn't thinking of keeping anything from them.
Well, I'd advise you wait until you've seen the whole truth of this place for yourself before deciding whether or not to tell them.
Okay. You have 10 seconds to impress me.
So there's a switch on the side.
Yeah, he's got a flair for the dramatics, doesn't he? It's like, stand back. Door just opens upward and nothing happens, like there's no reason to stand back. Like, are there rats?
They all just went up one by one.
What's that in the middle of the room?
Go on, have a look.
You first. I don't want you trapping us in here. It's like you know too much, I have to kill you. This room really is empty with nothing in here, which is quite strange on its own. There's also a device smack dab in the middle of the room.
I've been interested in what lies beyond that gate ever since I assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meripede. Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open
Paimon out here stating the obvious.
Also be risky
You know,
and negligent to simply ignore any potential
if you're
danger
not paying
that could be
attention,
behind.
then
The
you need a
readings
character
on
like
that
Paimon.
dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place.
Oh.
But over the past year, the needle has crept upwards from its original position, likely because some parameter it's been tracking has changed, if only infinitesimally.
We can assume it's got
Normally, I
something to
would've
do with
ignored it,
primordial water?
But I happened to have some free time when I noticed it, so I investigated. Any guesses what the reading could be tracking?
The water pressure or the temperature?
Very reasonable guesses. I've considered both of those as well. Unfortunately, our dashboard is tracking something less ordinary. The temperature should vary with weather and climate changes, so for something that rarely shifts, the water pressure is more likely.
That's what I thought too, I guess.
We ran a few tests to increase the pressure from the outside, but the readings didn't change at all. Later on, a few more possibilities occurred to me, such as a potential connection with the primordial sea. I began to make a few preparations based on that hypothesis. Over the past few days, the needle has moved again. With that, and the symptoms that Fremine displayed after leaving the fortress, I can now confidently conclude that the readings represent the concentration of primordial seawater in the seawater nearby.
Seems obvious.
Concentration of primordial sea.
You would just boil the water? Yeah.
We're already under the sea.
Yeah, that's the
And
only thing
is
that works.
precisely
Just boil the
problem.
entire sea.
We're at the bottom of the sea, and
That
now
might kill the
we're
amoebas.
surrounded by toxic seawater. Somehow, primordial seawater got mixed in, and the concentration is steadily rising.
Primordial seawater is continually leaking into the sea? Should we just like... what's it called? Flex tape. Just put flex tape right at the base of the sea where it connects.
Yes.
Like, I'm sure there's a dam somewhere holding back the primordial seawater.
Not even Novelette knows where the primordial sea could be, much less where we could find and plug a leak.
Yeah, that.
Oh,
Paimon?
Seems like you've figured it out. I believe the primordial sea lies directly beneath this sluice gate.
Sluice gate, huh?
For some reason, the primordial seawater levels have risen significantly, and it's now very close to us. The indicators are now red. Although the gate still stands, some primordial seawater has already leaked out and mixed into the sea around us.
I'm not from
If
Fontaine,
this
so I'll be fine.
continues, soon it will no longer be able to hold back the primordial sea at all.
And if the primordial sea is leaking through, if this gate falls, all of Fontaine will fall with it.
Yeah, you know what the legends say. If this place falls, then everyone in Fontaine will be turned into puddles in the span of a night.
Yeah. Okay. Like,
Too weird! Why would the Fortress of Meripede be built right above a sluice gate for the primordial sea? Who built this place anyway?
Your expression tells me you think this might be part of a vast, complicated conspiracy.
can you prove me wrong?
To be honest, you might find the actual answer may be exceedingly boring. It's just that the secret of the Forbidden Zone had been long forgotten by the nation before I rediscovered it with my research.
Oh.
There's no single founder of the Fortress of Meripede in any traditional sense. What we know about its history has been left to us by the people who used to live here.
So
When
what
the
do we know?
previous Hydro Archon, Egeria, ruled the land,
Egeria.
all convicted criminals from Fontaine were exiled. The people drove the criminals away like a wolf pack chasing away the banished. The criminals received no sympathy of any kind from the people. They were exiled to the desolate seaside, where they experienced only pain, struggle, and the bone-chilling
Still not
cold.
trusting him?
Some of them began to repent and
I
pray
don't know.
to the Hydro Archon, asking if there was still anything they could do.
I feel like the
The Hydro
backstabbing and the
Archon
double
took
crossing
pity
are done.
and said, "You may go guard my secret, deep underneath the waves." And so, leaning on the power of the Hydro Archon, they gathered underneath the sea and began to build a
You hear the
fortress.
dogs barking?
They became a community down there in the
Someone's
deeps,
home.
and over the years helped it to grow. As the number of exiles increased, more and more people joined the community.
Is it already
When
7?
the first group of exiles died,
Wow.
they left the yet unfinished fortress to their successors. The Hydro Archon continued to lend her support, allowing the fortress and what it stood for to continue growing ever larger. Before long, this dark underwater fortress became the center.
You'd ask him how he assumed leadership of the
And with
place
that,
and go from there.
people here
That's a
stopped
good question,
referring to the
actually.
fortress as a prison.
Like, who put you in
They
charge?
saw themselves as repenting
Literally, who
sinners
died and put you in
would
charge?
regain their freedom once they had sufficiently redeemed
You can hear the
themselves.
puppers.
But as time
Yeah,
went on,
they're super
people
sweet.
also realized that the fortress was a lonely place. Once they had gotten used to life here, they could no longer feel comfortable living
I say when
in
I
the
do move out
Once
next
they had
week,
finished serving their
at the end of the week,
sentences, some
whatever,
people left,
I'm gonna miss
some
them.
others
I'm gonna miss
chose to
those pups.
stay. They'd find some idle position and let their withered souls fade away with the ancient secrets of the past. After many, many centuries, few people still remember the reason for the fortress's founding. Now they just see it as an integral pillar of Fontainian society, as the place where criminals deserve to be sent.
Now
and again,
I was not paying attention, I'm
researchers
sorry.
manage to break one law or another and live out their days in the fortress. I learned all this from an elderly historian. Everyone else just thought he'd made it all up.
But now you know every part of that history is true.
Indeed. It's just as the prophecy says. If this gate fails, then everyone will be dissolved into the sea.
You two would miss the pups. Do you have any dogs? There are 4 that live here, and I love all of them. Do you believe in prophecies?
To be frank, not really.
But to be Worcestershire,
But
yeah,
sadly,
kinda.
that hasn't stopped this prophecy from proving all too accurate. Prophecies are troublesome things. Just hearing one will create the first wave of panic.
Yeah.
Seeing signs of it will bring about the second,
Hmm.
and actually witnessing it in real time, the third.
So as the Duke of Meripede, just what do you plan to do about it?
Let's go somewhere else. I want to show you something.
What more do you have to show me, guy? What? That's a weird break in sound effects.
This is it.
This is it. Oh, it's these
Your
2.
Grace, perfect timing. The results from our last round of experiments have...
I
Junior,
mean...
he's not alone. Huh? Lorvine and Jurier?
No need to panic, you two. I've already told them about our plan.
I was listening, yep.
What? After you warned us not to tell a single soul about any of this?
I'm skeptical as well. Are you sure they are trustworthy?
As trustworthy as I am, I'm
The
not.
results speak for themselves, don't they? These two may already know more than you could ever imagine.
True.
All right then, if your grace insists.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them for now.
Well, how about some reintroductions? This is Jurier, one of the highest-ranked researchers from the Fontaine Research Institute. He used to work under Edwin. I trust that you've heard of Edwin?
Have we heard of Edwin? Almost say Ed who.
He's the one who blew the whole institute sky high.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Everyone knew he was a bit crooked.
I actually do
in the
remember
head,
him.
But you're not local, so I guess it's possible for you not to have heard of him.
Edwin's main areas of research were archeum and gravimeters. As his assistant, Jurier is quite familiar with them as well. I hired him to be my technical consultant.
Hey, it's Pocket Watch guy.
You want to blow up the fortress of Meripede?
Ah, what a lovely idea. I'm already imagining it in my head.
Gotta admit,
The
I'm
scientist
tempted as
needs to
well.
test the water.
Guys, focus.
Yeah.
Focus.
I mean, if you've got a Pocket Watch, then you're basically the best
That
candidate.
taskmaster over there is Miss Lorvine, and is also one of my technical consultants. While Jurier used to be Edwin's assistant, she used to be Jurier's assistant.
Ooh, are they together?
What's that? I just like Traveler just paying attention, like fully invested, and like, was that Paimon? Paimon, was that really necessary?
See, everyone keeps asking this question. Are you too sure you're not a couple and just using your work as a convenient cover?
Your Grace, I am not in a relationship with this man.
Awfully flustered there, aren't we?
If I dated her, I'd officially be madder than Edwin.
All right, guys, just chill.
Forget I said anything.
I know, right? Like, geez, chill.
Follow me.
It's just this harmless joke.
Whoa, there's another door that goes right up.
How many doors y'all got in
Your
this place?
constant amazement makes it seem like the fortress can do anything.
Like, there are no other doors except for once you get to this point.
Paimon really thinks everything's super cool.
Is this just a normal room? Prepare to die.
Well, let's spice it up a bit. And here you go.
Oh, cool. That's neat. This is... Wait.
What a huge ship? This is also a production zone that Paimon's never seen before. What's going on?
How much do you know about Fontainian history?
Literally nothing.
Not much at all.
We look so whitewashed.
Well, then maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient Lemuria. To give you a quick rundown, Fontaine used to be ruled by the Lemurian dynasty. According to legend, the Lemurian king
He's saying
Lemus
lemur.
came to this land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the seer Sibila, who had taken on the form of a golden bee. Taking the golden bee with him and riding on a huge ship, the Fortuna, he created his nation above the surging waves. He called his nation Lemuria and used the
Saying
Fortuna
with an L,
to
not an R.
incessantly search for new tribes and islands, calling on them to join his empire.
There's a ship in this story too?
He is saying Lemuria with
There's
an L,
water, there'll be ships.
but it's supposed to be
People believe
R.
that hope can always be found at the end of a voyage.
Do you believe that too?
Like, she's ghostly
To a
white.
point, I think. As you've already seen, I have a whole factory's worth of labor materials.
Lemuria is
and
the name of
technology
the
at
chunk
my
of universe
disposal.
we live in?
Certainly can't hurt to give it a try.
I don't know that.
So the moment I began to speculate that the primordial sea might lie underneath the gate, I also began this project.
Were you inspired by the legendary Fortuna?
No.
Maybe. Fontainians need something to hold on to cope with the impending disaster.
This is a plan for the ages. Can't you share a plan with everyone? You messed that up?
Were the
Yeah,
workers to
story of
find
my
out
life.
the truth behind this ship,
I never say anything
riots
confidently
would
unless
destroy the fortress faster
ever.
than any catastrophe. As the fortress's administrator, I'd never make such a reckless call. All right, that's enough talking for now. I'll need another 3 cups of tea to soothe my throat. Do you have any other questions?
That's even harder to pronounce.
Seems like you're good. Come on, I'll take you back.
I have questions. Do your boots, like, mid-thigh high boots, is that comfortable, or does it make it hard to sit down? Like, how does that work? That's the name. I've never heard that name. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll leave you here for now.
Look at these boots. They just go way up.
Thank you so much.
No worries. But don't forget, it's up to you whether or not you want to share what you just saw. What you do from here on out will likely affect those three as well.
Google it when you get bored. I might do that. He means that my actions now will decide the next steps. Linny's. In other words, if I want to tell Linny the truth, I must make him understand that we cannot afford excessive conflict, right?
Yeah, we'll put a lot of thought into
It'll blow
it
my
for
mind.
sure.
I'm actually really curious. Yeah, we will.
Great. I look forward to what happens next.
I'm gonna just make a quick little note of that on my phone here. So just enjoy the guitar solo here. What? No. Oh no. Oh no. Stop. What have I done? Okay. Cool. We got that all sorted. Everything looks fine. Where am I going? Return to the infirmary. Let's go talk to the twins there, shall we? Yeah, she's the one who would truly appreciate the rock and roll music.
Feel the beat.
Alright. Anyways. We're back. Hey guys.
Welcome back. Do you want a cup of tea?
I'm good.
How can you be so much like
I'm good.
Wisely, always drinking tea?
Huh. Actually, now that you mention it, I just remembered something now.
I hate tea.
While I was sedated, I could still barely hear two people talking next to me. They were discussing everything, from the leaves to the water and even the teacups themselves.
Got nothing better to talk about, huh?
Must have been Risley and Xinyan.
Yeah, I heard one male voice and one female, so it should have been the two of them. They really were just talking about brewing tea.
Not at all talking in code.
I really can't make sense of this place.
Let's join the club.
So, Traveler, Paimon, were you able to learn anything from Risley?
Yeah, he explained everything.
Very well. Then, would you mind checking your answers against my speculations?
Linny sounds like a lot more like his old self now. Feeling better now, Linny? She reads tea leaves. Oh yeah, that's interesting. She could be like
I
a
took the time to rest, so I'm feeling
what's
a
the
lot
word?
more relaxed now.
There's a word for
Nobody
that.
else is around,
For someone who
and Miss
reads
Xinyan
tea
is
leaves.
also busy with something or other. So let's just talk here.
I guess we'll just say a medium for
All
now.
right,
No, not a medium.
Then I'll posit my theories. I asked myself 3 questions.
You're gonna get all of them wrong.
Firstly, why was Fremine affected by the primordial seawater? It was because he dove into the sea.
Yes.
My theory is the long-lost primordial sea is probably very close to the fortress of Meropide.
Getting warmer. Getting warmer.
Ooh, he's good. He got that right on the first try.
That's our Lenny.
Secondly, Risley's attitude changed dramatically during the course of our stay here. He ignored us completely at first, then suddenly roadblocked us. Why?
Yeah, why is that, I wonder? Gee.
I spent quite a long time thinking about this. If he has been monitoring the Fatui since the very beginning, he probably ignored us at first because he was hoping we could find Master Child for him.
Yeah, that's true.
What's more, the Fortress of Meropide is not part of Fontaine's court system, nor does it report to Udex Nervulet. Risley is basically the king of a no-man's land.
Yeah, that one's actually been proven
As
already.
long as the fortress doesn't do anything about Master Child's disappearance, Father can use it to pressure the Fontaine authorities. And while the two factions are pitted against each other, Risley will be free to move between the parties of interest. If I had to guess, he probably has something that he's working on himself. It's likely related to the secret of the infirmary, but I just can't think of what it could be.
He read the tea leaves. This guy knows. Yeah, he sees all, he knows all. Lenny's grasp of the big picture is amazing. But you're still missing a few details.
You're super smart.
You're almost there, buddy.
Thanks so much. Then finally, there's the last question.
Which is?
If Risley does have a plan, what could it be? All I know for now is that his plan probably has something to do with the changing nature of the seawater.
Yes.
He's even gotten Cloran to help him out.
You pretty much nailed it.
That can't be the full extent of what he's doing.
There's probably a secret passageway behind the block in the infirmary, and there's something big in the fortress that most people here never get to see.
Yeah.
He has a bargaining chip, and it could be important enough for Father to deal with him directly. I don't have enough information, so I have no idea what his chip might be.
Not a chip, a ship.
But let me guess. You have the last piece of the puzzle.
It's a big ugly boat. After some deliberation, you share the information just under the Xinyan company. While sharing what you saw, you emphasize that now is not the time for disputes, and it's very important that...
I can't believe it.
The sea will engulf everyone. Just like the prophecy said.
Yeah.
Could Risley have wanted to meet Father to figure out a way to deal with this crisis?
Nah, probably not.
If you remember, I once mentioned that Father sees the House of the Hearth as her base of operations, and she truly wants to resolve the crisis. But how could Risley have known that?
Or perhaps he didn't know and just wanted to bring Father over to his side, which could be why he said he just wanted to negotiate.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I understand your concerns as well, Traveler. I'll figure out a way to pass this on to our father. No matter what, we're on your side.
Nice.
The two of you have already aided us far too much. We probably wouldn't be standing here right now if not for you.
Ah, you would have figured
If
it
you ever
out.
need anything else going forward, please come to the House of the Hearth at any time.
I refuse to work in the
Though you
Fatui.
may not share the sentiment, after all that we've gone through together, the three of us basically see you as family now.
Aw. So
You
sweet.
have my gratitude.
I didn't help him at all.
Thank you for protecting Lenny when it really mattered. And thank
You
you
don't
for
trust- do you
sharing the
trust-
secrets of the
do you trust
fortress with
anybody?
us. We didn't think you were going to do it.
I'm actually the bad guy.
Why are you being so formal all of a sudden?
Don't mention it. Don't mention it, Paimon. Don't mention it. We could work together anytime if again if necessary.
Given your strength, you might not need our help at all. But if you are ever in danger, we will try our best to protect you. Aww, the sound of that makes Paimon feel all warm and safe inside.
What was that?
Paimon's hungry.
Me too.
Oh, you've done so much already. Go get some food.
You want some too? Pick something up for you.
Another time.
I've got thousands of coupons that I could just spend. Alright, go to the cafeteria. I'm sure nothing bad will happen at the cafeteria. That's where food is, and food is always a good thing. If there's anything you should trust, it's the cafeteria. You thought she farted? Valid. Yeah, that definitely could have been a fart sound. Ah. Oh, Travelers. Yeah.
I wasn't meant for this world.
Oops. I don't think I'm going to be in this cutscene. Okay, there he is.
Traveler and Paimon, over here.
Hey, I broke my ankles and died. Could you heal me?
Dinner too, Miss Xinyan? And I'm taking the opportunity to prepare Miss Cloran's dinner as well. Huh. You're right. She's actually sitting in the fortress cafeteria.
Yeah.
What would you like to eat?
Literally anything right now. We haven't eaten in days, probably. We can choose?
Yep, you can. I've already talked to our chef, Mr. Wolsey. It's all on me today, so you can get whatever you'd like.
Then I'll have the tastiest stuff you have to offer. I'll get the biggest portion you have to offer. Objection!
Me too! Don't forget Paimon!
Paimon, this isn't about you.
No problem. Just leave it to me.
Just leave. After a while, your meals, blah, 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 blah. Alright, so, nutritious, shakes genuinely taste pretty terrible. At the very least, I had to help you calm down, relax.
So delicious.
Coupon cafeteria. You want to go to one of those conveyor belt sushi places? Oh yeah, that sounds awesome. I've always wanted to go. And I'm a huge fan of sushi, so nothing's stopping me except for the fact that I don't know where to find one. Amazing. Free dinners are the absolute best.
Is this how it feels to be freeloaders? Wait a second, we did do plenty of work after all. Feeling full yet? How's the food?
It's okay, I've had better.
Delicious.
Exquisite, thank you. Besides the milk, I mean, everything was super delicious.
I'm so glad to see you all so happy. Oh, see, the expression on your face just now? The muscle here just moved, which suggests that you're feeling quite relaxed at the moment. Sijuin, do you do this to help your patients or to better understand?
You've never been. You're also a huge fan of sushi. The problem here is that I don't know where to get any actually good sushi.
Which means I'm very different from human beings.
And like,
I must know what you're thinking if I want
the good
to
stuff is
take
expensive.
care of you.
So I just get the subpar at best,
really
like
good at taking care
Kroger
of
brand
people.
stuff.
Even though you're so short, you still talk and act like an older sister.
That's all I can do.
Really? You're reminded of an older sister? That's great to hear. Oh, and what did you mean back in Risley's office? When you said that you were protecting Linny and his siblings as well?
I know I want sushi.
Oh, that. I just asked His Grace to look out for those children, especially that diver boy. I was getting a bit worried after hearing that something was wrong with the water. Thankfully, Glorand is very strong and managed to save him in the nick of time. His Grace also sealed the pipes after Glorand left, to make sure that Linny wouldn't impulsively chase after his brother. Although the path
Why didn't we sit with her?
Still stationed some guards there to stop anyone from approaching. They were instructed to only open the door once Miss Glorand had returned. Oh, and I was keeping an eye on Mr. Linny as well. We had to press him, but we couldn't allow him to be in any real danger. You were all super considerate and really thought everything through.
Why were you so aggressive about it?
It's just what we do down here at the fortress. At least this has been His Grace's style for as long as he's been the leader. Oh, I really wish Monsieur Nervula would come down here more often too. I feel like he'd like it here, with all the darkness and chaos.
Oh yeah, who doesn't love darkness and chaos? That doesn't make sense at all. It's hard to imagine Nivolet outside of his office.
Nice rest, you two. You
This
both
stuff is
worked very hard.
expensive. Kroger brand fits the bill when you're craving sushi. Yeah. Is she streaming? Is Cloran? Is that what you're asking about? Is Cloran streaming? Well, she's gone now. Oh, she's right there still. Hey. There's a pipe behind her. Oh.
Ah, it's you two.
Hey, it's us two.
How's dinner?
Do you remember our names?
It's all right. Miss Sijuin really put in a lot of effort.
Oh man.
So we
I'm not crying, I
Risley
promise.
invited you to come down to help, and you saved Fremonade too. You sure work super fast.
Oh, it was child's play.
Child?
Still, Paimon didn't know even champion duelists could take on side jobs. Oh, and why aren't you eating with Sijuin and the Duke? Won't you get bored eating by yourself?
I was kind of hoping y'all would sit with me, but whatever.
Miss Sijuin was with you, and the Duke has business of his own.
Actually, didn't Navia say that you went out for dinner with her as well?
Yeah. First time in a long time.
First time in a long time? So you mean you've gone out to dinner with her in the past?
In the past, yes.
Not in the future, though.
You seem to be enjoying yourselves here.
It's all thanks to New Valette. This is technically a work trip for us, too.
Things will be getting messy at the fortress soon. Don't run around unnecessarily.
Looked like steam was coming off of her. Oh, steam. Wow, my brain autocorrected that to stream. Siegewing has gone to eavesdrop some more. Nice. Oh, yeah.
Hold the line.
Somehow I died. That's awkward. Anyways, we should probably get back upstairs. Is it this? Okay, it's this way. Yeah. Fun story. If you jump from a great height, you know, don't be surprised if you break your ankles completely. Just shatter your feet up to your knees, probably even maybe your spine. Yeah. That's okay because I've got a jellyfish that can heal all my wounds. The blue jellyfish. The blue jellyfish of life. Go. Let me out. Okay. This is probably the best healing thing I have, besides like straight up food. And now we just need to take a rest. You know, that whole fall damage thing really wears a guy out. I said investigate. Dull blade. Give me that tiny sword. I need those smaller weapons, or the weaker weapons, so I can, like, strength and stronger weapons. That's dope. You like it? Yeah, me too. She's my strongest healer.
So much has happened. Paimon just feels absolutely exhausted now that she's finally relaxed. Paimon's super sleepy. Are you sleepy too?
Oh no, I could stay for hours. I'm also getting there. That was quick. Alright. Paimon, that's my... Okay. I guess I'll sleep on the dog bed then. Wow, she really immediately fell asleep. Are we gonna cuddle Paimon?
Delicious. Paimon wants seconds for free.
Just grabs the pillow. Whoppa! Good night. Shut up, Paimon.
Out of my way! Get out of my way!
What's happening now?
What happened? Why is everyone running?
Can we just go one scene without everything going horribly?
Stop asking!
There's plenty of space on that bed for like 4 people. Yeah, but I move around a lot. I roll around in my sleep.
Still wants to sleep.
Bed is huge. It is. Like, yeah, I see what you mean. But also, Paimon's tiny. Paimon, wake up! Paimon! 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 We need to get out and see what's going on. I actually hit the button there. She awake? Okay, she's awake. Oh, what's going on? What's happening? I honestly didn't think this would take as long as it's taken. Which is good, because I have plenty of stuff to do in the stream.
What happened? Why is everyone running around? Hey, what are you doing?
Exercise.
No time to explain, mate. Goodbye.
Alright, thanks.
Hey, wait!
You could also just run along with the crowd, find out.
People, they won't even talk to us.
Oh man, I'm starting to fall asleep now. Whew.
They're here! Yeah! There you are!
Oh, thank goodness.
Lavrune and Quisto.
We're still in Lavaroon.
Lavaroon, okay.
We came here especially to inform you.
Oh.
Something seems to have gone terribly wrong just now. His Grace is telling everyone to evacuate and get out of here.
Already?
Lavaroon was saying you two are new here and you don't have many friends, so you might slip through the cracks. Haven't you heard all the stories like that? An evacuation is successfully completed, yet you only find out once you do a head count that 1 or 2 people are missing.
Defcon 1 in the laboratory.
Wait, weren't you the one who brought that up? Why is it suddenly my idea?
It doesn't matter whose idea it is, just go.
Okay, whatever. The point is, you should come with us.
You said His Grace said to evacuate outwards?
Yeah, he said to get as far away as possible, upwards and outwards.
That means whatever happened must have happened down below. Oh no, isn't that gate at the very bottom?
It can't be that thing.
Oh, it is the thing. We can't explain it to you.
What? What? Hey, where are you going?
You remember how you said upward and outward? We're going the opposite direction. It's all part of the plan.
Hey, hey! Be careful!
You guys aren't evacuating. Ah. I repeat, upwards and outwards. Hey, Duke, what's going down? What's poppin', bruh? I love the long loading time. We gotta go down here, go to the Forbidden Zone, but it's forbidden! No! Oh, fully animated cutscene, nice.
They're here.
We're here.
Just like I said.
That seems bad.
You're just in time. But be ready to run.
But. Aw, yeah. Oh, he got punchy gloves. Oh, you know he's cool. I don't know what you were hoping to accomplish, but, you know. Oh yeah, he's cryo. I forgot about that. It's not gonna hold though. Round 2.
Three.
Yeah.
Two,
Okay.
one.
What? Do the slide thing. Do the slidey thing. Yeah. Ooh boy. Wow, that was
This
cool.
won't hold it for long. Find Neuvillette. Tell him the defenses are about to collapse.
Then what will happen to you?
Until he arrives, we're the last line of defense.
I want to stay and watch more of that fight. That was intense.
The gate. How long do you think it'll hold?
Yes.
That depends on us.
They're literally fighting water. Like, not a water creature or a water-based elemental thing. That's just straight water.
Neuvillette?
Oh.
Why are you here?
Nice.
Traveler, I need you to head to the Opera House immediately. Farina will soon be meeting
Not
with
gonna
the
lie,
Knave
looking
there.
at this from the Duke's
You must
perspective.
protect Farina.
What you
Make
got?
sure she doesn't spend too much time alone with her.
Okay, you can explain everything else to me later.
Will do. You have my sincerest gratitude.
A giant investment is about to be for naught. Oh no, you're right though. Kinda wishes he had kept the deal with the Fanta, you know, this Fanta sponsorship. Wouldn't have lost so much money that way. Which would be absolutely devastating, yeah. He's like, oh, I'm finally in charge. Everything is going right. What's that sound? Why does everything sound like it's gonna explode? Ah, jeez, here we go. Oh, there's a bunch of Fatui everywhere.
Look, there are a ton of Fatui and Palais Mermonia people over there. The Knave is probably here already. We need to hurry.
Seems like he's been building that project for some time. He has his own place
two
that's
the
not
traveler in
touched by any other government.
Monsieur Neuvillette has left instructions. Please follow me.
Yeah, we're coming.
Though I'm sure he's already explained, this should be a mostly cordial conversation, unlikely to give rise to violence.
We'll see.
But it would be most appreciated if you could protect Lady Farina to the best of your abilities.
I will do my best. Yeah, like, he has an empire that's literally collapsing, and he's just like, fine, I'll protect it. I'll do my best. It's a lost cause, but whatever. Makes sense he does everything he can to stop any devastation, yeah. I don't think there's much he can do. I feel like the Fortress of Meripede is about to cease. Also, Father, the Knave.
So you two are the honored guests
I love
Miss
her.
Farina mentioned.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course. How could they not attend a meeting such as this? I must always have 2 or more guests at my dessert table. Otherwise, the occasion would be too lonely and unbecoming of my station.
It is my pleasure to make your acquaintance, traveler. I have heard much of your accomplishments.
The eyes.
Am the Knave.
Look at those eyes.
One of the 11 Fatui harbingers.
Look at those eyes! If you're on mobile, you probably can't see it that well, but like her eyes, oh man, they're cool. So this is the Knave, the head of the House of the Hearth and the Linny siblings' father. She certainly does not seem easy to deal with. She also drinks tea. Heck yeah. Greetings, pleasure to meet you too.
I've already prepared seats for you.
And we get cake.
Come, sit beside me.
Bro, I would love it if every slice of cake had a
Perhaps
cherry
you
on
two
it for
are
me.
unaware of how Miss Farina and I do things. You see, we actually recently agreed to get together for tea when we had the
Wait,
time.
sorry, I'm interrupting again. Bro is straight up drinking tomato juice, or tomato soup. Yeah, takes notes. You don't trust her? She's a Fatui, so you're probably smart not to trust her. But this straight up looks like tomato soup. And honestly, I would rather drink straight tomato soup than tea.
See this? This is a limited type of confectionery that Miss Farina simply adores. There are only 16 slices sold every day. Here, why don't you and Paimon have a taste?
Alright, I'm down. She seems friendly enough, but that can't be all there is to her. The Knave is a force to be reckoned with. I should be very cautious around her.
Traveler, what What do you think of this cake?
The cake is a lie. It's the red Fanta. Oh, yeah, you're right. Some hot Fanta. It's quite tasty, and I think Paimon agrees too.
That's good to hear. So what Child said was on the mark after all. You do share a taste in desserts with Farina.
Oh yeah, I love his cake. Wait. Child should have no reason to have said something like that.
I wonder how he's doing nowadays. You must have heard, right? He's suddenly gone missing. I'm really worried about his safety, you know.
Oh, he's fine.
Here's to hoping that he's an excellent swimmer.
I have faith in his abilities. His
Since we
constellation
are
is a
talking about
narwhal,
him,
after all.
I feel like I should add something. His martial prowess really looked certainly pretty impressive, yeah.
Farina looks quite nervous. There must be some kind of bad blood between her and the knave.
Oh, so you're also familiar with his aptitude for fighting, Miss Farina. Oh, right. I
You
almost
love the Duke's
forgot.
cake too? Hang on,
Child was
hold up,
subdued by
hang on,
Hardek's
wait,
Neuvillette
stop.
right in front of you. Against ordinary people, my colleague would never be on the back
Ah.
foot. But alas, he just never imagined he'd run into such a person. I must express my admiration for Monsieur Neuvillette.
I managed to find a few leads on his whereabouts.
Coming from you, that's not surprising at all.
But I thought you would be happier to hear the news.
Of course, but it's still a bit of a shame. You see, I would have been far happier had I received this news somewhat earlier. As you well know, a long time has passed since Child disappeared.
It's been approximately one patch since he disappeared.
Well, in any case, there's no need to worry.
Her eyes scream death.
We know for sure
Yeah.
the child is still alive.
Yeah, you're right, the big red X's.
And just how do you know that?
But she's so cool.
Because we found evidence that proved he left the Fortress of Mirabede.
And where did he go after leaving the fortress?
We don't quite know that part yet. Oh no, Paimon's statement just left us wide open. Thanks,
The
Paimon.
Fortress of Mirabede lies deep beneath the waves. Unless he pranced right out of the main gate, he must have had to swim for it. Do you have any proof that he surfaced safely?
We do not. And just awkward headshake. But there was also no evidence that he's been injured or killed.
That is good news at least. His sister Tonya sent a letter to Fontaine not too long ago. Since he was unfortunately
Reading other people's mail, that is illegal.
I picked it up on his behalf.
Father.
Do you have any idea how he usually writes back to his family? Dear Tonya, your letter made me feel like we were still enjoying our time in Snezhnaya together. I'm currently admiring the scenery on the streets in front of the opera house. Is it something like that?
She's turning up the pressure. I'm not sure if I'll be able to convince her, but I can at least try to distract her from Farina. Yeah, that sounds good to me, yes.
All letters tend to follow the same few formats anyway, right? As long as the contents are accurate, it doesn't matter so much how it's written or how it's worded.
I don't want to raise any suspicions, though.
Hold on. The water in the teacup is shaking.
Dinosaurs. It's Jurassic Park.
I suppose this is also a sign of things to come, Miss Farina.
Yeah.
I don't quite understand what you're trying to say.
Have we entered into the next stage of the prophecy?
No. Don't say the prophecy. Don't bring that up. There's no reason to bring that up. Hey. You took your sweet time coming down here,
to
didn't you?
Both. I will take it from here.
All the Fontaine characters are just
Sure you don't
so
need a
cool.
hand?
Quite sure.
Quite sure.
Wow. So, what's your secret, huh? Let me guess. Nah, who knows?
Oh, come
Maybe
on.
it's just your sense of responsibility.
Sounds about right.
I think we're about to find out what Neuvillette actually is, because he is not a human. Spoiler territory. Oh, okay, that's it. That's all we get. Okay. That's Monsieur Nivelet, by the way. I saw you asking.
A day may come when the prophecy is fulfilled and the waters burst forth.
But today is not that day. Yeah.
This ancient power could easily obliterate an entire race.
Bro's got some power.
Tsunami of fury would unleash endless catastrophe.
Bro's got some mad power. Bro's got some insane power. Alright. Alright.
This sentence is too severe. Forgive me for overruling it.
What just happened? Apparently he can control every water with just one hand. Like, all the water that exists in Fontaine, it's his...
Seems like the problem inside has been suppressed.
Let me guess. We're safe for now.
Indeed. But only for now.
I win this bet. You owe me a present.
So what did he do? He sealed the bottom half of the fortress.
It was indeed just as you said.
Yeah, he sealed all the primordial seawater,
We made
the
a bet on the
amoebas.
size of your entourage. Cloran thought you wouldn't come down by yourself.
I figured you would have at least brought a few people along for appearance's sake. It appears I underestimated just how confidential the mission was.
Shouldn't you have gotten used to confidential missions by now? That's just how the courts operate.
So what gift must the loser give? Tea?
He already has tons of tea in his office. I'm thinking about a set of legal codices.
That wouldn't happen to be a dig at my lack of legal awareness, would it?
Nah.
Well, I'm sure His Grace doesn't consider the fortress to be outside the law.
I was under the impression the residents of a place like this would be uninterested in the legal codices.
That was obviously a joke.
Learn to laugh, Nervalet.
Anyway, you've still got some unfinished business to attend to in the overworld, correct?
No need to stay here if you have a pressing matter. We all know you can't leave Palais Marmonia for long.
Thank you.
You wanna come
I
with?
hope
Or?
everything went smoothly with the Fatui Harbinger.
Everything's just on fire. Swords are pointed at each other's throats. Farina's in the corner crying. That was cool. That was a really cool cutscene, though. Very intense. What's his rank? He's a Chief Justice.
I must say, we've spent long enough playing house. Miss Farina, as the Hydro Archon, I am sure you understand the exact meaning of the phenomenon we just witnessed. Or should I say, that's what I originally thought. But looking at your expression, was I wrong? And you haven't a clue?
She doesn't seem like she would know anything.
What are you trying to say?
At this point, I don't think there's any more need to speak as diplomatic representatives. Allow me to speak to you now as just a Fontainian. You know the prophecy by heart, and also that every part of it is being proven true.
Hold it, hold it.
Yet,
Oh, okay.
here you are relaxing, drinking tea, and eating desserts as if it's all nothing more than a few stray bugs in your garden. Do you really think that's acceptable?
Yeah, but look at that cake, though. The food cake. This cake on the left here. Yeah, Fontaine's whole thing is like they're big on justice and rules and like the court system. So Farina is like the main. She's the Archon. She's the one in charge of all of Fontaine, and Nervalet is like the Chief Justice, the head of the court system, pretty much. If I'm understanding this properly. And I'm here with my stupid little hair thing. And in the first half of the main story of Fontaine, Linny had been framed for murder, and we were trying to clear his name, and we found out that he's a Fatui not a Harbinger, but he works with the Fatui. And we stopped trusting him after that, so that's why there's some bad blood between me and Linny. And then we've decided that we can trust him, so we're working together to find Child, who was wrongly accused of murder as well, but got sentenced to the Fortress of Meripede. And he has since escaped, and now we have no idea where he is.
The prophecy's hanging above our necks like
Oh yeah,
a guillotine.
the prophecy.
Every faction is looking for a way to either avert the disaster or save their own. Even the orphans of the House of the Hearth have devoted everything to saving their homeland.
That's a weird rotation angle. It's very bothersome, actually. But the prophecy that they keep talking about is that all of Fontaine is going to get flooded by the primordial seawater, and everyone's going to die except for Farina. For some reason, she'll survive, and she'll be the only one left alive on Fontaine. And, well, obviously she doesn't want that. Nobody wants that. All the Fontainians are going to die. She's from Fontaine, so she's going to lose everything. It's a terrible time, and the House of the Hearth is kind of like her orphanage type thing. Orphanage isn't the right word, but you know what I mean. Her recruitment... I don't know what the House of the Hearth is, actually. I'll have to do some more research on that.
But you... It beggars belief just how nonchalant and carefree you have been. From the very beginning, you, the
Who are you
god
talking?
Vosalor,
Who are you talking like that?
you have utterly
Don't you know who I am?
failed to take action.
You're wrong. I've never ignored the prophecy, nor have I just been passing the time in self-indulgence. Retract your accusation and stop doubting the wisdom of the gods with such absurd conjectures.
What does that mean?
I am not alone in my doubts, you know. All the children of Fontaine may be harboring the exact same thoughts right now.
I don't think so.
Great Hydro Archon. How are you going to save them? Save us? How are the people you've sworn to protect supposed to survive in a land that will soon disappear beneath the waves?
I have my ways, and I've been working on them for all this time. Even if you look down upon me, you have no right to judge me.
Yeah, you tell her, Farina.
Fontaine will be saved. Even if I still cannot see the true future right now, as long as I continue on as I am, I will be able to hold my head up high.
Farina's not acting like her usual self. She's actually seriously refuting the knave's accusations.
Then I ask you, Miss
Sorry.
Farina, just what
Just
have
reading
you been
that.
working on? Where can we see it, and what is it doing to help?
I can't show you this, so that was all a lie. Or can she really not tell us? She was so full of conviction and confidence just now, but now she's deflated.
My machinations are just like the prophecy itself. They will only reveal themselves at the fated time.
Sure.
It is just that beings like yourselves are unable to perceive them as of yet.
She doesn't owe her anything?
I see.
Yeah.
As a god, the proof of your labor always lies beyond prying mortal eyes.
Do I sense a hint of
Allow me
sarcasm?
to be so bold as to ask another way. Would it be possible for you to tell us the parts of your plan that are not confidential? Such as your emergency response plan for the impending
You'd excuse yourself if
disaster?
you're Farina. I don't think she has that option.
Emergency response plan?
Oh, that look in your eyes. Have you not even prepared one of those?
The emergency response plan is also strictly confidential.
She did not plan
Then
ahead.
allow me to jog your memory. Miss Farina, what is the purpose of your Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal? And what do you plan to do with the massive amounts of indemnitium that has accumulated over the years?
Ah, you know.
The Oratrice? It's just like it appears to be.
No further questions?
So you also have no idea. If I'm not mistaken, someone's using it to prepare for something. But unfortunately, it would seem that someone is not you,
Tell the
Miss
knave to
Farina.
kick rocks.
I
Yeah.
first caught wind of this
Get
when
outta
Lena
here.
tried to investigate the Oratrice in the Opera House. You see, even just getting close to the core contaminated him with an extremely large amount of indemnitium. But even if that had nothing to do with you, then what could you possibly be working on, oh great Hydro Archon? Oh, right. I almost forgot. Udex Nouvillette is not at the tea party with us today. Miss Farina, I suppose you must have ordered him away to take care of some troublesome business.
No.
Yeah, yes, that's exactly right. Please keep it a secret for me.
Just go around spreading it to everybody.
Of course I will. Although, I must say, Miss Farina, you seem quite insecure without the Udex by your side. Oh, very well. Let's stop that conversation here. There are still a few slices of cake left, so please, help yourselves, everyone.
I don't know if I should anymore. These aren't topics I can speak about. I don't even know what Neuvillette's task was. If I had to guess, he probably went down to deal with the surging primordial sea, but can he really deal with it all by himself? And is Farina being truthful or not? I don't think Farina has a plan.
I heard that you were recently commissioned to handle a few matters on behalf of the Udex. Why don't you take an extra slice of cake?
Farina's losing control of this narrative. In any business condition, you don't let someone take that authority. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, if you should never, like, lose your composure. The knave proceeds to change the topic and bring up a number of less significant matters. Whoops. You can add it or hold it, but never allow it to be taken away. Yeah. The knave is using these tactics, definitely.
If it's on my tea table, it must be of the highest quality. Yes, and we must thank the knave for bringing these over as well.
You're welcome. I'm sure the cake also felt greatly honored to be featured at Miss Farina's table.
You're pushing on to find the cake.
I was merely catering to Miss Farina's tastes, seeking a chance to chat over tea. It is getting late. Why don't we call it a day?
It's a day.
There are still a few matters that I need to take care of, so I must take my leave now.
Finally.
We'll end it here.
Paimon's tiny little hand.
Mind seeing me off, traveler? We could use the opportunity to discuss child before I must be on my way.
Of course. You make one move, though, and I will not hesitate. I will call you ugly to your face.
Paimon's coming too!
Please. That's not the exit. It's the exit. Is that the exit? It's the exit now. You make your own exits today. Oh yeah. Hup. I forgot that we didn't have to walk all the way over to the office. It just teleported us there. So now I have to figure out how to get out of here. As it turns out, I just have to stand right at that beacon there. The knave knows the rules of business conversation, yeah. And she is abusing her power.
I'm glad that you were willing to come with me.
Negotiations,
of course, child was just an excuse.
You had to learn that the hard way in life. I never learned.
That's what Paimon thought.
What do you want to say?
You lent your aid to the children of the House of the Hearth. As their father, I would like to express my gratitude.
I think the knave was boiling the tea with her vision. You think so? It makes sense because she's got pyro. Also, hello. I would love to try to say her name, but I'm afraid I'm going to get it way wrong. Saleh may... Yeah, I don't want to offend you, so I'm not going to try. I feel like it's better off me not trying and embarrassing myself. And New Sunrise says I've met people like the knave. Honestly, I would crack under pressure because I can't handle that sort of conversation where she's like questioning everything. So I don't think I'd be better off than Farina was. You lent your aid to the children. I'd like to express there's no need. I didn't think that's what you wanted to talk about.
Do I look like an irresponsible father to you? The House of the Hearth is very important to me. You should know that I care deeply about my children.
Was there nothing else you wanted to say?
That was all. Formal topics should be discussed in formal settings, and informal topics in informal settings. I know you just returned from the fortress of Meripede.
Yeah.
Relax. I have no intention of trying to get anything out of you. Linny, Lynette, and Fremine are still there, and I trust their judgment and abilities.
They've all been working very hard and have always done all they can to fight back against anyone who tried to stop them, especially Linny.
You mean Ridesley.
Yeah.
He's a tricky one.
We call him
to deal
Worcestershire
with.
here.
It's unfortunate that Lenny's so eager to prove himself that he can't learn to rely on others, including me.
I wouldn't trust you either, honestly.
And you can just consider this a bit of idle gossip, but what's your impression of Farina?
It's not that great. I was never good at impressions, but I can try.
You are outside of our disputes, and the freest person in all of Fontaine, able to move around most easily. Allow me to share my perspective with you.
Look, you can count the individual hairs.
And that's everything that happened during the trial. Master Child was declared guilty and immediately transported to the Fortress of Meropide.
Didn't he say he was coming here on vacation? Does he not feel an ounce of shame for all the trouble he has caused? Forget it. He did give us an opportunity. I will be meeting someone shortly.
Who?
Do you require help with any preparations?
Get a couple more slices of cake, will
I
you?
will take care of it myself.
I think 2 might not be enough for the 4 of us.
I need to meet with Farina, the Hydro Archon. She is at the heart of Fontaine. But what's fascinating about her is that she often seems more like a celebrity than a working Archon.
Oh, come over here, you little critter, you.
Ow. Who is that?
You
Oh, is that the knave?
dare to run from me? Stop right this instant!
My goal is just to discover the location of the Gnosis. But I didn't expect the chance to approach Farina to be handed to me on a silver platter. This is so easy.
So
it's actually
Farina
making me a bit suspicious.
might not actually be the
Anything left
Archon.
unguarded is usually just bait. But no one will blame someone for taking the bait.
Oh, the cat's face.
After all,
Ah,
from the
turn
moment
around.
it was attached
Behind
to
you,
the
please.
hook, the bait is meant to be sacrificed. It's just as I guessed in the second before I struck. The Hydrognosis is not currently held by the Archon.
A lot of people are saying Nervalet is the
In
Hydro
fact,
Archon.
This Archon doesn't seem like a god at all. And I sense that she's under some kind of curse.
Who are you? And what are you trying to do? Please don't kill me. I'm begging you, please.
The fear in her pupils is genuine, so perhaps she's not bait after all. Either way, targeting her has lost all meaning.
It's me, I'm the Hydro Archon.
I left the scene with ease. Nobody came looking for me, and nobody could serve as a witness to my near assassination of Fosu.
It's a special kind of person to meet the knave at the same level. I think I'm understanding this dark aura that's being painted on the knave. Yeah, she's kind of terrifying.
Not long after,
Like,
my
her
informants
intelligence is her
confirmed what I
strongest
had
weapon,
guessed.
and that's
After
scary.
returning to her quarters, Farina quietly cried alone.
Farina's an imposter?
She was so
Very
scared
possible.
that she could not sleep that night, nor could she even bring herself to eat her cake.
I've suspected
There's
it for a
no
while,
doubt
but I
that
didn't want to
there's
say in case I was
something
right.
wrong with her. I began to entertain the possibility that she is not the true Hydro Archon.
Yeah.
Perhaps Eudex Neuvillette is actually the genuine article. I have to find the Gnosis. If the Neuvillette hypothesis is correct, he is probably in possession of it. Alternatively, it might have been hidden in a place that's hard for ordinary people to access.
Yes, Father.
My dear children, please speak.
You cool looking.
News from the Fortress of Meropide. Master Child has gone missing. On top of that, the contacts and guards we bribed at the fortress have all gone quiet as well.
Probably the handiwork of that Ridesley.
Valid.
I'm afraid so.
This is a good opportunity. The value of a harbinger is much higher than most would imagine. We now have an excuse to exert diplomatic pressure on the Fontaine authorities. Set up a meeting for me.
The
I would like
Gnosis,
to meet
who would
the
have guessed that
Hydro
Genshin
Archon
ran this
and
deep with their
Eudex
storyline? Yeah.
Neuvillette.
Each Archon has a Gnosis.
Oh, and I have an additional mission for you three.
Yes, Father.
Yes, Father.
Tartaglia's disappearance was not a part of my plan, but I can use it to make a breakthrough. With this as my excuse, I can ask for an official audience and continue my investigation of Farina and Udex Neuvillette. The initiative belongs to the House of the Hearth. My wish to investigate the fortress of Meripede will be a front. Lenny and his
Encore.
group will be responsible for the actual intelligence gathering.
All right. Yes, Father. So we're starting to feel
You
like
should know the
maybe
rest. Lenny's group is quite close to you, so they wouldn't have hidden
maybe
anything from
Neuvillette
you.
is the true Archon.
You attacked the Hydro Archon?
No, weren't you
It wouldn't mean
listening?
anything, even if you shouted it from the rooftops. After all, even Farina herself is still pretending that nothing of that sort ever happened.
Props to the Genshin devs. Oh yeah.
I've now had 2 chances to enjoy tea with Farina. I have to say, the leadership of Fontaine is even more inscrutable than I had imagined. I once surmised that Udex Neuvillette must be the Hydro Archon, but now, that doesn't seem right to me either.
Yeah, you notice how I was trying to not talk during all of that? It's because I was like actually invested. Like, oh man, this is getting really good. How'd you come to that conclusion?
I am a servant of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Over my years of service, I've learned how a real Archon conducts and carries
The Tsaritsa is the Archon of Snezhnaya.
Whether Udex Neuvillette or Farina, neither fits the bill. It's hard to imagine either of them as the Archon. Of course, that is all just how I feel. Gut feelings often do not require justification. It is, however, quite amusing to me that after all my years working in intelligence gathering, I've come to realize I am at a complete loss regarding the identity of the god of the land of my birth. Don't you think Fontaine is quite intriguing? A catastrophe looms, yet many secrets have yet to rise to the surface. It looks like Fontainians will have no choice but to save themselves. Ultimately, though, one must survive in order to do anything else. Should the need arise, I would be happy to cooperate with you.
Do you think I'm going to work with you?
You don't need to commit to anything right now, of course. I have a feeling that the situation will continue to evolve.
I want nothing to do with you
And as
except
your name
everything.
is often connected with noble deeds, I'm sure we will work together someday.
You.
He certainly returned quickly. You must want to catch up with each other, so I'll leave you to him.
Yeah. Well, good to see you too, man. Jeez.
Is it over?
For now, yes. But this issue will prove quite thorny in the long term. I'm concerned that sooner or later the prophesized events will occur. Thank you for protecting Farina.
May we ask what happened down there?
To put it simply, I used my power to force back the primordial sea and reseal the sluice gate.
As for what happened on our side, here's a quick recollection. Or recounting,
So as
whatever.
expected, the knave has turned up the pressure on Farina. She's trying to feel her out, though I'm still unsure as to her motives.
Can I ask you some questions, oh great Hydro Archon ... maybe?
Permission granted.
You have enough power to force back the primordial sea. Does this mean you have some deeper connection with the Hydro Archon?
Whoa. It can't be that you're the real Hydro Archon, right? But that's just a speculation on our part, though. You can't tell us? Then
Interesting.
that's okay.
Very
We
interesting.
can talk about something else. We won't try to force you. You guys in Fontaine are super strange.
Very secretive.
If by the phrase "you guys" you are referring to Farina and I, then although I'm not sure just what you are trying to imply, I must clarify that I do not share her positions on a multitude of topics.
Alright. What did you sense in the fortress of Meripede? Did you manage to protect us? We'll do this
I
one.
believe so. The fortress has a long and complex history. It has seen much grief and suffering. And now, another catastrophe will soon be upon us. I mourn this turn of events.
Huh? Why is it raining all of a sudden?
He just said he's mourning. The clear sky suddenly filled with dark clouds. The rain became heavier, light rain soon growing to a downpour. And just moments before, Neuvillette just mentioned a sense of grief. Thinking back to that legend and what Fremine said, it said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Every time it weeps, the skies will cloud up and pour out rain. Oh, he is the Hydro Dragon. Wait, Neuvillette, you can't be...
You may be closer to the truth than you think.
So he's not the Archon.
And what are you thinking?
He's the Dragon Sovereign of Water.
The dragon of... what? Huh?
Please do not be so surprised.
Alright. So he's not a human. He's a dragon in human form.
Neuvillette, are you listening?
Shut up.
My apologies.
And
We were just guessing randomly.
Yeah.
We didn't guess right, did we? You're not actually the dragon sovereign of water, right? Well, if you don't want to confirm or deny...
we have to assume you are.
You guessed correctly. I sincerely hope you'll be able to keep this a secret for me.
Maybe.
Right,
We'll see.
Of course. We'll definitely help you keep it a secret. There's still something Paimon wants to ask you, though.
Since we know this much, just tell us, are you the
Please, go
Archon?
ahead.
Well, if you are the dragon sovereign of water, and you were able to force back the primordial sea from the fortress, then since Fontaine's prophecy is all about seawater, couldn't you just use your power to solve the crisis?
It's not so simple.
None of the currently living dragon sovereigns in the world, myself included, possess our full dragonhood. They say that when the
Siegewing
first
off in the
usurper
corner,
arrived
eavesdropping and
on
taking
Earth,
notes, yeah.
They seized a part of the dragon's power.
She's all sorts of
Today,
eavesdroppy
that
today.
Stolen power is the basis of the Archon's authorities.
There are 7 elemental archons and 7 matching dragon sovereigns.
The dragon sovereign of water who lived through that era perished a long time ago. As their successor, I know far less of that part of our ancient history. In any case, I believe I will not be able to do much unless the Archon disappears and returns their elemental authority to me. Given the status quo, however, I would recommend finding another way to deal with the prophecy.
So you're saying is you're not strong enough.
Oh, so even you can't solve it.
I still have some urgent matters to attend to at my office. If you have any more questions regarding ancient history, you are welcome to discuss them with me at a later time.
Alright.
Please go right ahead. There's a place that Paimon wants to go too. Traveler, why don't we pay another visit to the Fortress of Meripede?
Man,
Paimon is a little worried.
I thought we were done in the fortress. Alright, see you later, Neuvillette.
We'll see you another time.
Take care.
Is this the end of chapter whatever? Chapter 4? Doesn't seem like it. When does this chapter end, man? I've been streaming for 3 hours. Alright. It's got to be close to being done by now. That's kind of what I was hoping for. Sure. If that's the wrong one, then I'll just go to the right one. Yeah, alright. We need to go higher. I think it's this one. Yeah, I'll try this one. So Neuvillette is the Hydro Dragon, pretty much. Not pretty much, that's literally exactly what he is. And Farina might be the Hydro Archon. Still up for debate. I'm going to this one first just because it's up here. Is it up here? Yeah, I know which one I'm going to now. I'm going to the infirmary first. This might seem like a dumb question, but specifically for you, Sunrise, did your name change colors in chat? Hey guys. Maybe she's like a young and upcoming Archon?
What suit will
Possible.
this next card be?
Spades. Oh.
A bare-teeth cat?
Well, well, look who it is.
What's the suit then?
Traveler, Paimon.
Still learning, figuring things out type of thing?
Hello, everyone.
Very possible.
Looks like you're recovering nicely from
We can't rule that out at all.
Thanks to everyone's support. Oh, right. I managed to work up the courage to thank Miss Clarant in person.
Do we have a thing for Miss Clarand?
How did she react?
She told me that it was nothing. It was as if saving a life wasn't a big deal to her at all. She also told me not to worry about it.
She didn't want to stress you out, that's all. She's right, and it's best not to dwell on it.
Dope.
Yeah.
Okay, but check this out. We went back to the opera house and we met the knave.
You met Father?
Yeah.
Did she say anything to you?
A lot of things that I didn't understand.
She said a few things that were...
Wow, I was joking, but okay.
A bit hard to understand. And also that she's looking forward to working
Name changed
with
colors.
us in
You
the
think it did when you became an old chapper? Yeah. Oh yeah, that's possible. I know you got the badge, but like I'm colorblind, so it looks very slightly different. My phone's right here. That's what I keep looking at. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it changed color. She said a few things that were hard to understand, and also she's looking forward to us in the future. I haven't paid attention. It's a small detail. That's where my brain goes. I gotta focus on the small details. It was a little surprising.
Her attitude towards you is even better than what we'd imagined. That's fantastic.
Is it?
You should believe her. She has her own way of doing things, and she'll do everything in her power to help those she considers close.
Bro, she becomes
She
a playable
now might
character.
also
I'm gonna be
include
happy.
you.
I'm definitely pulling for her.
Father is very capable and also trustworthy.
Mostly because she's pyro, and I love the pyro
Paimon
characters.
just remembered that she thought Lenny was a bit too proud as well. She said that you should learn how to rely on others sometimes.
Got it.
That does sound like something that Father would say.
Hey!
I mean, what?
Are you going to stay here for the next few days?
No, I want to leave.
Looks like it, yeah.
Aw.
Excellent. I will host a tea party.
Jeez, I'm so sick of tea.
Then Paimon wants another serving of cake.
Can we do like
Another implies
root
that
beer
you
or
were
something,
already served
something
some
else?
delicious cake while you were up there. How lovely.
pyro like fire?
Well,
Yes, please.
next time,
Yeah,
You're going to have tea and snacks with us.
that's exactly what you think it is. The seven elements. My favorite is pyro, because fire. Also, Xinyan is a pyro character. Yeah, best character, hands down. Should have been a 5-star. More tea. All right. But this is the traveler's story. I was kind of hoping there'd be some more combat, but whatever. It's cool. Whee! Ooh. Don't go crunching ankles again. Oh, we'll talk to them last. Let's go over here first. I bet it's Quisto and Laverne, Laveroon. It is the two I was thinking of. Nice. Quisto and Laveroon.
You guys are back?
Yeah, we are.
You guys didn't get caught and thrown back down here, right?
Huh? No, not at all.
We came down here on our
I
own
thought you'd managed
accord.
to escape from jail during all the commotion. I'd held you up as legendary jailbreakers, but now you're telling me you just never left?
I'm all out of Mountain Dew, guys. I'm sad. Terrible time.
We're sorry, but we just had some
Pocket Watch guy. No, this ain't Pocket Watch guy.
There's
Wow.
no need to get caught up in the details.
But I think they're next.
We're just relieved to see you. He was super worried about you, you know.
The blacksmiths, yeah.
Hey, it wasn't just me. Weren't you super worried as well?
Something like that, yeah.
You know, I don't remember.
I was also transferred to work in the kitchen a few days ago. I can still hear Quisto mumbling to the carrots. Are those two all right? Do you think they made it out alive? Whenever he'd say that, I'd tell him I'm sure they're fine. Wherever they are, they're kicking back with drinks in hand, enjoying the lovely scenery.
I mean, we were drinking in
There's
hand.
nothing wrong with worrying about your prison pals. Is there?
You want to shake
I
now?
mean, considering how they always love
Yeah.
listening to all my gossip.
We'll have some conveyor belt sushi and a nice shake.
warmer and friendlier than when Paimon first met them.
I'm sure the welfare meals must have just skyrocketed in quality recently.
Oh, well, if you say so. I'll be watching you to make sure you finish every last bite.
Don't look at me, please. You had chicken nuggets for dinner. I haven't eaten dinner yet. Honestly, my meal today so far has been... Did I eat today? Oh, jeez. I must have eaten something. I don't know what I've eaten today. I don't think I ate. Now we get to talk to the robot. Nah. Siegeween.
Siegeween! Traveler, Paimon, you're back!
She sounds so genuinely happy. We didn't die.
Still doing alright? Did either of you get hurt?
Don't worry, we're both doing great.
We're fine, but what about you guys? It was such a huge mess. How bad was it?
I know I ate something today. I don't remember what I ate.
Superficial injuries, but that's about the extent of the damage. Monsieur Nervulette paid
You had
us
5
a
cups of
visit.
coffee while working.
Thanks
How
to
are you
him that
still
we managed to
okay?
suppress the crisis for the time being.
I've had a Mountain Dew and I'm good.
Also, thank you for the help you
And the nuggets once you got home. Yeah.
How did Nervulette know that he was needed here? Monsieur Nervulette has strong resonance with the hydro element. When the water level rises, he can feel the waves produced. I ran into the bombshell bros while bandaging the injuries of the wounded.
I gotta eat something.
They were mumbling
Yeah,
the
I know
whole
I
time
ate.
about
I
how
have
he
eaten
just
today.
ran down without a word.
No, I had a cup of,
relieved
one of those
to
cup
see that
noodles
it was
things.
all right.
I had a cup noodles.
If you're
That was
not
my meal
too
today.
pressed for time, please stay with us a few more days.
I mean, I could.
Just let me know if you get a craving for any particular dish, so I can have Mr. Walsey get your meals prepared. Oh, and please feel free to visit the infirmary for a break at any time.
I want sushi.
I'd like to take the opportunity to spend some more time observing your facial muscles as well.
Creepy.
Your happy smiles are quite contagious, you know. They're so memorable, and I've missed them immensely while you were gone.
Oh, you're weird. What a weird little thing to say. All right, let's go talk to our good friend Ron Weasley, and maybe Chlorine if she's here. I would imagine she'd be here too. She was when I last saw. There's another cat hair. Break the stairs. Stairs are for nerds. Oh. Now it's the pocket watch guy and gal.
Courier, Miss Siegeween told me you still haven't eaten.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
come
was
on,
working
Jurier,
on
eat something.
So I forgot.
Eat. What kind of
That's
idiot
no
doesn't eat?
excuse for...
Um,
Huh? It's you two.
it's us two.
Junior, Lurvine, we're back!
Hello there. It's been quite the mess here recently. How have you been?
I know this is completely a weird time to say it, but talking as Traveler to Lurvine and Jurier, hey, you two should kiss. All right, I had to say it. I just had to say it. You want his outfit? I do too. Not gonna lie, I would rock that. We're fine, thanks.
And you, are you still taking the secret passageway from the infirmary to work on the ship?
Yep. That is still top secret, though. So don't say a word to anyone.
Oh, I told everyone already.
It can be a bit annoying when there are lots of people in the infirmary, but I still prefer taking that route over the one from the Duke's office.
I mean, the infirmary does make it easier for you to slack off.
Oh yeah? Then why are you also here so much?
Yeah,
You two really are just using your jobs as a cover for your relationship, aren't you?
most definitely.
Not at all.
Wow, all together now. All right. Didn't realize this was a duet. Now we get to talk to Weasley. All right, I'm leaving you guys. Bye. Higher. 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 Higher still. Hey, can I stand on your desk? Is this okay?
Do my eyes deceive me, or did I just see 2 inmates come back after making it to the surface? Some strange winds blowing of late.
How could I leave you behind?
See how the fortress is doing. Is everything still all right?
We're fine for the most part. Nervulette came down and took care of the worst of it.
If that's the case,
Oh, boy.
why don't you just ask him to stay here?
Pardon me, I'm a little sleepy.
Oh, yeah, what a brilliant plan. Let's go convince the Udex himself to exchange the Courts of Fontaine for a puddle of water in the middle of nowhere.
I don't think that's going to work.
He came here in a hurry and left without even stopping for a cup of tea.
What is the obsession with
He
tea?
did remember to take Miss Siegeween's
Jeez.
gift with him, though.
He sure sounds super busy.
Miss Cloran has left as well. She also took her gift from Miss Siegeween.
I want a gift.
Were the gifts milkshakes?
Nervulette got the milkshake. Cloran received lipstick instead.
Random, but all right.
Those are remotely alive.
I know, right? Like, where, what,
Well,
lipstick, I
it's
guess?
Nervalet's own fault for making Xinyan worried about his health by working so much. But besides that, our head nurse is still pretty fond of picking out beauty products for the ladies.
Alright.
Oh, and I have some gifts here for you as well.
Are they Prima Gems?
Are these from Xinyan too?
Nope, they're from yours truly. You've already wrapped up your work at the fortress, so you can return to
Milkshakes!
service at any time.
Yes!
You haven't yet served your full prison term, however, so you may continue to use your cell until your term is up.
For real? Then we can stay here for a really long time?
Wait. Is food still covered?
You may access the cafeteria for free.
Woo!
Just remember to come complete your paperwork once it's time for your release.
Alright. I don't recall receiving any. Wait, I'm going the wrong way. I'm just gonna teleport. Huh. Wait. There we go. This one. I'm just gonna teleport. I don't want to get lost. You want a milkshake so bad? You know, that seems like a really a good thing. Like, I shouldn't have a milkshake because it could be the end of me. But man, does it sound good. No, what is it? The McDonald's, like, minty, is it leprechaun shake? Is that what McDonald's does? Which is the minty one that McDonald's does? Because I want that. The St. Patrick's Day shake. Leprechaun might be a different restaurant altogether.
We're back in our cell again. We're no longer prisoners, though, so it really doesn't feel the same.
Feels like a huge weight is off our shoulders, and it feels like we've regained our freedom.
Mm-hmm. Being free sure feels pretty special now.
I'm free! Paimon, is there something you'd like to say?
Huh? How did you know?
Because you usually just immediately fall asleep.
Hey, that's not true.
You get gas and all the works when you eat a ton of dairy in one sitting. Are you lactose intolerant too?
We've now gone to so many
Terrible time.
together and become friends with
The Shamrock Shake, that's what it was.
We've never
Yeah.
stopped traveling or stopped meeting new friends. There are so many bad things in the world.
Here's my
and
face.
We're just two people, but we've still been solving problems no matter where we go. Isn't
Cute little
that
smile.
pretty cool?
We're the best adventurers ever.
You're counting Paimon today? Aren't you the only adventurer here?
Yeah. They just stare at each other awkwardly for just a really long time. Yeah, I do want a Shamrock Shake. Being a guide counts too.
Then let's ask Catherine to give Paimon an adventurer handbook as well. Paimon will also be an adventurer from today forward.
Let's not.
Just our thoughts making Paimon giddy. Paimon's gonna crash,
Oh, yeah.
so you sleep soon too.
Yeah.
The last time we fell asleep here, we woke
Yeah.
up to a whole mess
That's
outside
the right
our cell.
face.
The primordial seawater nearly rose up. That was so scary. We should be safe now, right?
We'll sleep in shifts. I'll take the first sleep. You stay awake. Don't wake me up for anything. We'll be fine, so don't worry, Paimon.
Alright then. Good night to you, traveler.
Good night. Good night to you, Paimon. Aw. That's so cute. She's like a little stuffed animal that moves. Uh-oh. Oh, this is Child. Okay, this is Child's vision. It's never ending. I want to go to the bathroom because I've been holding it for a while now. But I just want to finish this part of the story, this chapter. Oh, that's near Valette. Oh, dude, that's so cool. Wow. I told you that bed was huge. It is huge. You were right, though. Man, could we just take a sec here? That was insane. So that's Nervalet's true form. No, I'm not Hydro Traveler. Alright, let's get that stretch out of here. Cool. That was awesome. Is he a dragon or a whale? I know, right? Yeah, that's it for that. I've got some friends. Who sent me a friend request? Lewis? Are you in chat right now? You have until I finish the closing thoughts to answer if you're in chat. It's 5, 10, 15, 25 primos. Nice. Yeah, we got to do some closing thoughts. Got to collect all the primos. I'm gonna put one more wish into the Staff of Homa. Okay. This will be my last wish for this banner. And before I do... Okay, that's it. There was no before I do. I want everyone to will the Staff of Homa to come home to me right now. Everyone cross those fingers if you can, if you're willing and able. Let's all pray for the Staff of Homa to come home. Because I don't know why, but I really want it for Hu Tao. So here we go in 3, 2, 1, wish. As it turns out, we didn't wish hard enough. This is not the Staff of Homa. It's a bow. It's the Raven Bow. Alright. Hold on a sec. Hold up. We're doing this on the sly here. This isn't actually happening. 29 plus 20, that's 49. It would have been 50 if I didn't just use that wish. No, I'm saving for Venti. No more wishes. No more wishes. Is the bow good? No, it's a 3-star weapon. It's not. It's good for building up the stronger weapons. Let me show you here. So, these are the 5-star weapons. I've only got 6. They're very hard to come by. And the only way to get them is through wishing, which was what I just went through. These are 4-star weapons, which is much more common and much better for, if you don't have a 5-star weapon. Anything below a 4-star weapon is kind of just trash, and, not the worst thing. They're still viable options if you want to just give a lower level character a weapon. But they're also used for ascending other weapons, like the flute here. To enhance it, you would use 3-star weapons, 2-star weapons, 1-star weapons. But I'm not going to do that because I don't care about this weapon at all. I'm going to save the weapons for something else. So it's good that I got a weapon to throw at one of these other weapons to level them up. If that makes any sense. I said weapons so many times. Oh, I forgot about this. Alright. I can finally unlock a story quest. Heck yeah. Pardon me. There we go. Alright. So now I've got 2 more quests to go. But I'm not doing those today because I am sick of streaming. Alright. You follow? Okay, good. I don't want the shop again. I actually meant to go to the friends list. And since Lewis didn't come home, that's a Spanish, I'm assuming... I'm just gonna say no thanks. Although, nice Ganyu banner, that's cool. Nouvellette. But nothing personal, I just don't accept requests from strangers. Okay. I'm gonna end the stream. I have been streaming for way too long. I also didn't realize that the game was full screen. I would have shrank it down if I knew. That's embarrassing. Hang on. Ending soon. That's the one. Wow. 3.5 hour long stream. That is absurd. I need to go to the bathroom. I need to find some food. I need to start packing for the move. That's coming up real soon. Kind of forget about that. So, keep an eye on Discord for the next stream. Or, more news. Good call, yeah. What is happening? What is this? You enjoyed the stream? I did too. Good. You made it a lot more fun, actually. Not a little bit, a lot more fun. yeah, I hope to get back on it again soon, very soon. So y'all enjoy whatever the rest of whatever is left in the day. And until next time, yep. All right, good night.